I accidentally pressed the... yeah, that's right, shift whatever messes up my stuff. Alright, welcome back everybody. We're back. RPG Quest. I don't know why I put... yeah, I have like shift 1 and shift 2 to do the... that's what messed me up. Welcome back. We are back to game 455, which is Infinite Space on the Nintendo DS. How's it going, everybody? Bobroskaya, how's it going? Brock, Survivor, welcome. We're back to more of this. We're definitely getting close to the end now. They've been throwing a lot of exposition dump on us at this point. Like so much plot that was kind of like thrown our way. It's definitely getting near the end. We're on chapter 8 now, chapter 8 of what I'm assuming was the second half of the game when we turned to Yuri the man, and now we're pretty much coming towards the end of that, I think. Because there was I don't remember how many chapters there was in the first one. It was like maybe 10 chapters in the first half of the game, and we're on chapter 8 now, so potentially it could be the same thing. Maybe there's like 3 more chapters, but it's hard to tell. Like, the chapters could be very long. Like, chapter 6 was actually incredibly long, and chapter 7, on the other hand, was relatively short, so no. It's probably gonna be done this stream, unless the chapters are a lot longer, or there's more chapters, or there's like epilogue stuff or something like that. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, right. Held on select there when I was starting up the game, so we can get the right aspect ratio. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week. It's my weekend now. To watch the intro video again and grab a drink. Be back in a minute.
The people of my world were forbidden from traveling the gulfs of space.
Yep. Still Infinite Space, Elkman. How's it going? It's the reason it's called Infinite Space.
And dreaming of the stars.
I mean, this is definitely more like more of a visual novel than an RPG. Yeah, there's definitely some RPG stuff, like, you know, the whole random encounters with your ship, and you level up your characters and your crew, and you get newer ships which you can equip with different stuff. I mean, there's definitely RPG stuff, but that definitely like takes the back seat compared to the actual visual novel stuff. This game is very story heavy. It's a fantastic story, don't get me wrong. Characters are great and stuff there, but yeah, we're definitely getting near the end. It's probably gonna be, if I'm a betting man, if I'd be a betting man, I would say this is probably the last stream for this game. But we shall see. Because they did a lot of exposition dump at the end of the last stream. Like, so much stuff. Like, you got these, like...
That's gonna leave a scar.
These overseers, they call them. I think there's overseers or something, or overlords or something like that. And,
help me.
They basically... They're like...
I want you to take me...
Some sort of ancient aliens that gave humanity the ability of, like...
What's your name?
Faster light travel and, the ability of surviving in space. And in humanity, they threw in some like artificial constructs there to observe. There's like observers and there's like trackers or something like that, and trackers track the observers. I don't know how that works. And Yuri's one of these observers, and Kira was one too, but she got kind of wiped out there when she tried to access their database.
We'll build you a ship.
So yeah, it's definitely crazy story in this one.
Of my own?
A ship. I would totally watch like an OVA of this show. They should have made a full full blown anime thing.
To travel at 10 times the speed of light.
They still left like Nia's kind of survival and like question marks. Like, maybe she survived. Like, they never went and said, yeah, she's done, she's gone. So I'm sure she'll come back, but it's definitely taking a long time.
Standing by.
Like when Franny died, it literally just said, like, yeah, Franny's dead now. She's gone. But Neo's like, oh, we don't know. We never actually saw her die. Maybe she's alive. Hey, Sunfall. I'm sure she'll, like, show up.
Here.
right at the end. Maybe Nia's one of these observers too. Seems like everybody is one of these observers. Like Yuri is the what was that other pirate's name?
This life was not meant for you.
Forget the name of that other pirate dude.
For your own good.
And of course the leader of the Lugavalos, and then that old dude who basically did all the exposition dump on us.
If anyone should understand the pull of the stars, it'd be you, Demid.
And like the end is nigh because humanity's expanded too far, and now like the end is near for humankind or something. I don't know. There's like so much plot that got dumped on us the last time. It's crazy. Which is why I'm definitely thinking we're near the end now. I mean, everything's kind of like coming to a point, and it's just. I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot more story before it finishes. Like Yuri, it's almost like Yuri wants to work with Lugavalos now. So now they're not gonna be like fighting. I'm sure he's gonna make a plan with them, and then they're gonna try to overtake the overseers or something like that. I don't know.
Fire!
We shall see. But Kira's gone now, supposedly, because her construct got wiped out, and as is the case with all these guys, once they disappear, like nobody remembers their existence. It's like she might as well not been there. Definitely not lighthearted. It's pretty. They can get pretty dark at some points, and definitely some crazy twists. Like the 10-year time skip was definitely unexpected. So it's yeah. Definitely, I wouldn't call it lighthearted. It's not like super dark, but it's definitely got some moments. All right, start the timer. Start the game. Let's get this done. Still a very good game though. If you like kind of like these crazy kind of epic story things, don't go into this game expecting like a great don't go into this game expecting like a great RPG in terms of gameplay. This game is definitely like the story is front and center of this game, like most visual novels, right? So if you're looking for a great story with kind of crazy plot, this is the game for you. All right, I have no idea where we're supposed to be going. Hopefully we're in the right. It's been a few days. Hopefully we're at the planet we need to be. I don't remember where we're actually going in terms of story. Yeah. Since Kira's gone now, did I already replace her? Must have. Nope. Guess she was a nurse. Kira's a nurse? Must have had somebody else that was better than Kira for medicine. Sort by medicine. And who isn't? Pavlov, he's got 19 medicine. Alright. You're now a nurse, Pavlov. Congratulations. Go. How are we doing for fleet? How much money do we have in? We got a pretty damn good fleet at this point. This ship here is really good for the battleship, or being the lead ship, since it has that NOS command system, which makes most of our hits like connect. So that increases our damage output significantly, since every hit practically every hit lands. So here's a few times. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of story-heavy games, but this one, like the actual gameplay part of it, is fairly weak. Like most battles, you're just especially the random stuff, you're just like doing the exact same thing every time. You're just shooting the ship, select the next ship, shoot the ship, select the next ship, shoot the ship. Boss battles are basically the exact same thing, except sometimes they're slightly more convoluted, a little harder. So some RNG stuff you have to worry about, and maybe you have the rare time you actually have to set up your fleet differently. You might have an enemy who you pretty much need to use fighters against because they're like standing in the back row and you can't hit them with anything, and etc. etc. But overall, the game's like the actual gameplay is fairly simple. Right. What's my ranking at this point? Are we in the top 500 now? Oh man, that's right. We've been in the top 100 for a while. Still got like Still have what 40 or sorry 60,000 pretty much to hit the top. So I beat Valentin, Vincent Gambry, Daniello's. Any of these I've even met. Oh, there's Selena right there, 22. Diabolito. George Booth. Dixie Bull. John Morris. Batar. Oh, there's Lord Roth, 37. We're gonna overtake Lord Roth soon. We only need, what, not even 2,000? Something like that. Weak Bold. Wonder if we'll get to the top by the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, all the cities are basically the exact same thing. Like, this is a city, basically. You go to the city, you save, occasionally there's a shipyard you can remodel your ships, and you go to a tavern, just do some random conversations, and that's basically it. There's really not much to the actual, like, gameplay, if you will. Final battle is almost upon us. This has been a long time coming. Well, final battle is a good sign. It means we're near the end, maybe? You think it'll bring peace? Yes, I do. After all, it wouldn't be worth fighting an enemy of such magnitude if we didn't believe it would bring peace. What the hell is FAP? Yeah, it's like fame. I don't know how they go from fame points to FAP. it's like FP, okay, sure, but FAP, like what? Like put FAM or something like that, not FAP. I get so many FAPs whenever I win a battle. I guess he's just really happy for winning that battle. Captain, are you, Oh, never mind. Let's leave such questions after all this is over. Yeah, I guess now that our quote-unquote sister that everybody believed wasn't our sister, because I guess our memory was different from their memory, right? So our memory, we thought of each other as siblings, but everybody else in the universe, because of the whole way the observers kind of work, just thought that we were like we weren't related. Like we were like actually, you know, in a relationship kind of thing. That's why everybody was like shipping us together, even though we thought we were siblings, but you know, ended up we're just artificial constructs anyways. So that's why everybody was. It's like how come you two aren't? You know, when are we expecting kids? You know, and now of course that Kira is gone. The rest of his harem is going to be coming down on Yuri there. He's like, oh man, he's an eligible bachelor. Hey, Baines. You got a big one today in the gaming history. Castlevania was released in Japan 38 years ago. Super Mario 64 28 years ago, and Command & Conquer 29 years ago. Wow, the big day in gaming. So in like 2 years, you're gonna have some like big anniversaries for Castlevania and Super Mario 64. Crazy. I wonder if Konami's gonna do anything special for the 40th anniversary of Castlevania. Probably not. I mean, they've already released like a lot of the Castlevania collections and stuff, and God knows we're never gonna see like a new Castlevania because it's Konami. At least you say what you will with Konami, at least they're respecting their history and they're like you're bringing all these collections out and stuff like that. So, you know, it's easy money. Here's match worshippers make their way to the patriarchal court, praying as they move forward. I don't see any need coming around here anymore. Yeah, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I should have wrote down where I need to go. It's a big universe. Actually, a hint that something was up with Yuri right at the start of the game playthrough. First tells Nia he has no family, no reason to stick around. Suddenly, creepy king dude, we have her. Is like, oh yeah, she's my sister. Yeah. Well, I mean, he also talked about his father, but then like that old dude kind of mentioned like, hey, you know, what was your father's name? Like, do you remember his face? Like, you know what? I don't, because you know he got that epitaph as like a gift from his father, but he didn't remember anything about the actual father. Yeah, and the whole, yeah. So maybe like he got implanted that thought that she was his sister, just to because I guess the tracker, I guess she needed to stay with them, so somehow, like, the observers must have, like, implanted that, yeah, your sister exists, so go pick her up. So it could be something weird like that. Hey, Sugar, how's it going? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely early on. Alright, let's see if I remember how to play now.
Enemy.
It's going great. My weekend is here.
Enemy unit 2. Elimination.
Bangor with the raid.
Disappear.
Thanks for the raid, Bangor. How's it going, everybody? What are you playing today? Some Shockwave Assault. What kind of game is that? Sounds like a shmup of some kind. See how much damage I do now. Pain and suffering. You're always playing the best games. It's a space shooter. It's like this, but worse. It's not much of a space shooter. I press a button, things happen, things blow up. Here's some of the crunchiest, like, sound effects. It's so weird how, like, I still understand why the sound effects in, like, the space battles are so, like, low quality compared to the rest of the game. It's very weird. Lots of FMVs, very little good game. Yeah, it kind of sounds a lot like this, actually. This one's all story and very little gameplay. Gameplay takes, like, a second to do. Hey, TS India. Welcome. Oh, yeah, that's very good. Still have a fairly new ship, so we keep getting upgrades for it. Let's raise our anti-ship, I guess. Alright, where am I supposed to go here? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Yuri tilts his glass next to the epitaph that was once Kira. Seeing this, Torlo Edkin comes over and sits down next to him. Hey, that sure brings back memories. Is that the epitaph your old band gave you, ain't it? Come to think of it, that's what started it all, huh? We sure had our share of adventures, haven't we? And now it's showdown time with Lugavellos. Maybe it's the epitaphs that have been leading us the whole way. What if that were really true, Torlo? If it's true that we've been here by the epitaphs, or led here by the epitaphs, that they're the reason that we travel through the sea of stars, then... Whoa, hold it right there. It's because... I'm here because of my own free will. I have no idea what kind of powers epitaphs have got, but... I stayed out here because some rock talked me into it. Yeah, you're probably right. I wish they would, like, if there's multiple conversations, I wish they would, like, cycle through the conversation, not just have the same ones repeat over and over until you randomly hit another one. All that's left to deal with is Lugavellos. Yeah, we gotta sell the store and send Aramon to Gruce. That bastard has to die. Come down, Torlo, you're right, but let's try to keep a level head about this. Let's just get the job done. Yep. It's pretty much every place you go to is like a bar. Sometimes there's like something else there, maybe a shop, that's about it. Confidence is very inspiring, Captain. I know that we'll indeed win this one. Alright, so clearly we gotta do something with Lugavellos, so... I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I mean, we can't go here because I can't go to that void gate, so... Let's see which void gates are actually active. That'll give me an idea. Free it. Right now I can only go backwards, so...
Enemy.
Enemy! 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 So at least you can skip all the animations. If you had to, like, watch each of these battles go on, like, natively, I'd be skipping so many battles. But the fact you can get through the battle in, like, 5 seconds...
Enemy.
Hey John, how's it going? Give him all the barrels. Attention all ships. We're entering a sector susceptible to the starburst effect. Boost radar sensitivity maximum. Oh yeah, we're going back through that place again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this one, if you wanted a good story, I mean, you can definitely do worse. This one's a good story, but in terms of the actual like, gameplay part of it, is definitely lacking. It's okay gameplay, like just to say it's okay, but definitely like crazy over the top story. To Wolf Riot. We left the starburst region, returning radar levels to normal mode. Yeah. No, you won't get much of the story in a couple hours though. That's the thing. Like this thing is all story. It's all filler, no substance. Space. How's it going, Florian? Boom. 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 I love how like everything basically hits with this ship. It's satisfying seeing everything hit. That increases our damage so much, just having the super accuracy from this ship. Stomp by every planet. Not quite sure where we're going, but... Back in a career of space piracy. Oh no. Space Force is gonna stop you. Better be careful. You need to go play some more Wing Commander Privateer. I remember having a lot of fun with that back in the day. Sector Natus is strongly affected by the starburst phenomena. Energy discrimination radar. Power of anime and raccoonery on your side. Super important. Aegis Lane Beta. Hangle. Hangle is when you're hungry. You're hangry for that dangle. My fighters do so much damage now too. Like 400 damage per like fighter hit. Easy money. Now, how much money do I have now? 137,000. I could buy some more ships. I think I'm at the point where, like, really, like, I think I'm good for the ships I have. Can't really get too much better.
Enemy. Enemy unit.
That should about do it. Yuri's facing the console, the captain's seat, busily manipulating some controls. Thomas, would you convert this data to SDF code and send it over to Linux? SDF code? Really? Thomas's face tenses up ever so slightly when he hears the word SDF. It's the highest level of secret military code there is. Yep, have Linux forward it to the President Brian too. You got it, Captain. Realizing how classified the data is, Thomas refrains from further questions and begins preparing the data stream. Yuri leans back in the seat and watches Thomas, whereupon he hears the door behind him open and close. Captain, do you have a moment? New Zelda game? Oh, the one with Princess Zelda, the actual Zelda game. It's the first Legend of Zelda that actually has Zelda as a playable as the main character. Only took him like 50 years. Something the matter, Professor Venus? No, it's nothing like that. It's about the Ark of Progenitors, actually. Something you might be ready to tell me exactly what was it that happened to you over there. Yes, well, I realize something quite serious must have occurred there. It's quite apparent to all of us, judging from your manner and appearance after you got back. But in the past, you were able to talk about your own power, phenomena, fluctuation sectors, and the like. So I thought perhaps you could talk to me about this latest incident too. I don't know, Oh no, Yuri. You don't have to tell me right this very second. Whenever you feel ready, I'll be waiting for you. With that, Gabriel Minas proceeds to walk off the bridge. Suddenly, Yuri thinks of something and calls out to the professor, a hint of desperation in his voice. Professor Minas, I have a question for you. Yes? Do you remember Kira? Kira? No, who might that be? Oh no, never mind. I just thought you might remember her. Yuri cannot hide his disappointment. The professor studies his face for a while, hoping to find some sort of answer there. But finding none, he turns around and leaves. Yeah, it's gotta suck. Kira just like gets vaporized and like the entire universe forgets she exists. It's rough. At least nobody can ship them together now. Yellow Federation Central Beta. Alright, assuming we're heading to the central place. Heading to Maryglid, as usual. Uh-oh. What's happening? Something's out there. Looks it's about 50,000. No, wait, it's more like 200,000 ships. Close to it. Whoa. Seems the coalition fleet is finally assembled and ready. Alright, this should be enough to face off against those Lugavalians, right? Nope, they're doomed. Doomed! Yeah, the big, like, UFO thing. Prince Seiko, about what Yuri said. Laxian. This is a man we've been allies and enemies with. I'd say he's worthy of our trust. Yes, Your Highness. I'm gonna go see my father now, Ian. Coil, you two hold down the fort, all right? Yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness. Several hours later, Seiko is in the throne room meeting with his father, Emperor Tranus of Lugovalos. No one else is present. Father, how come you never told me about the Overlords? Where did you hear that name? Yuri told me, and he says you know all about them. Aren't these Overlords our real enemies and his too? Speak as if you already understand. Father, is that the true reason behind our conquest of the universe and the quest to find the epitaphs? You've got to answer me, Father. The Overlords are the ones who created this universe. They shall be the ones who ultimately destroyed, I'm afraid. He does. He's a little, he definitely comes from, like, JoJo. Space royalty. I don't know, this guy just has to lift his arm and the entire space folds with it. He's got his own personal warp drive. Destroyed. What, the whole universe? Yes. Their nature is unknown, but we do know that they control the Void Gates and the Cosmic Trade Authority as well. As such, victory will only come by forcing a united sense of purpose upon all of mankind. So it is true. If that's the case, why can't we just join up with Yuri and his people to fight these jerks? You learned nothing thus far? What do you mean? Ultimately, people will only fight for their own gain. They never unite unless they're led by someone with power greater than their own. But Yuri, this guy's different. He has the same power as you, Father. He knows the truth. Enough, Seiko. Emperor Tranus refuses to hear any more. Seiko, who knows his father's temperament all too well, curbs his frustration and glares down at his shoes, shaking. But something seems to snap inside of Seiko, and he raises his head and speaks. Fine. If you don't want to listen to me, then I'll just have to make you. Seiko races over to the throne and thrusts his sword at his father, the Emperor. Well now, so you would strike down your own father because of this Yuri, a mere upstart foreigner? It's not because of Yuri. I just think that the Gavelian people have already suffered enough. I mean, if we know these overlords are so powerful, it would be stupid to fight people who just want the same thing as us. Why can't we work together to take down our common enemy? Such foolishness. I have witnessed many men who have lost the will to fight and prostrate themselves when faced with the overlord's might. But Yuri's not that kind of guy. So say. Very well then. I shall go forth and ascertain this with my very own eyes. Huh? No, wait. No. Yeah. You just got like pitched across the room with a slap. Foolish boy. Spend some time alone until you have cooled off and cleared your mind. I bet you he doesn't. "53 hours in game time." Alright, let's talk to Minas option. I really should talk to the professor about what happened. Yuri has finally resolved to tell Gabriel Minas about what happened to the Ark of the Progenitors. He takes a deep breath and walks over to where the professor is sitting. Really? You finally decided to tell me what transpired in the Ark? Yeah, but it probably won't make much sense. Hope you'll bear with me. Don't be silly. I specialize in not making sense. What I mean is, I'm all ears. Alright then, here goes. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. The professor cannot hide his excitement at what Yuri has said. He makes this known with repeated shouts and exclamations. But he soon realizes Yuri's state of mind and, ashamed, bows his head quietly. Please forgive me, Yuri. You lost someone special to you in the process, didn't you not? I mean, to get so worked up like that. It's alright. Still, to be able to wipe the existence of this Kira you mentioned from the very fabric of the universe. Perhaps these overlords possess powers quite similar to yours. Similar to mine? How do you mean? Perhaps these beings you call the overlords have granted you the powers that are analogous to theirs. Actually, when I heard that you had stabilized the phenomenon fluctuation sector, I came up with my own hypothesis of sorts. A sort of hypothesis. In the flux sector, all phenomena exist in the fluctuating or unstable state. Now if I am correct, that fluctuation can be stabilized by having you observe it, on an account of your special powers. In short, I believe that your very purpose in your universe is to serve as an observer. Someone who can stabilize flux sectors imperceptible to ordinary human beings. So that's why you think the overlords created me. I believe so. It seems that your latent desire is somehow reflected in your use of that stabilization power. What do you mean latent desire? First time you stabilized the flux sector, it resulted in the purpose sector, did it not? I guess that's right. At that time, the dispute between Kalimnos and Nova Natio, it weighed heavily on your heart. You believe that the problem would be resolved if only there were a greater number of habitable planets nearby. Well, if my hypothesis is correct, that's why so many new planetary systems with habitable zones resulted when you stabilized the Irvis sector. What about the second time? You willed the Desmond Gate to disappear. That's exactly what happened. That's insane. I mean, those are godlike powers you're talking about. What, the protagonist of an RPG is akin to a god near the end of the game? No, that never happens. No, they're not quite so handy or powerful as that. After all, they can only directly affect flux sectors. Still, all that is stabilized as a result of your power. It affects the perception of every human being in the universe. The Overlord's wiping of Kira's existence from our minds and the universe itself is perhaps the antithesis of your power. Might be right. Professor finishes off his drink while eyeing Yuri, who suddenly turned very silent. After a brief pause, the professor begins to speak again. I suppose our next piece of business is to figure out how to oppose these overlords, or whatever they are. But we don't have enough information to even start thinking about that. Well, I beg to differ, Captain. I already have it, at least in the memory of the android that was once Kira. What you say is true. She must have come in contact with the Overlord's information stream when she accessed that system. Even if she did, I could never... No, I'm not suggesting that we disassemble her remains or anything brutish like that. But we can extract and analyze the data she accessed in the Ark of the Progenitors. Don't you think this is what she would have wanted? After all, she put herself in the risk to get you that information. Yes, alright. Please extract and analyze the data for me. You can count on me, Captain. And rest assured, I won't do anything that would even put the slightest dent in her android's body. Thank you, Professor. Oh, and one more thing. I believe that the epitaph that you said appeared by her body will prove to be quite useful in the future. Keep it safe. What makes you say that? Because it's the vessel in which a young lady's true feelings were cradled. Our true feelings? No, I seem to be talking with my emotions now. How very unscientific of me. Seeing the professor trying to hide his embarrassment with a long drink from his glass brings a slight grin to Yuri's face. Something that no one has seen on him for quite some time. Alright. FSN headquarters, I guess? Maybe? First floor. Let's go see Lennox. Yep, wrong one. Based on your fame, you can buy these things. Absolutely nothing. Third floor. Director Lennox is busy with the Federation government meeting today. Maybe the headquarters. Visit the president's office. When Bernard, Brian, Lennox there waiting for them. Ah, you're back, Captain. Very well done. Now we no longer have that threat looming over us. We're also able to complete the formation of the Coalition fleet. We couldn't have done it without you, and for that I am truly grateful. That's quite a shock, Captain. I was convinced it was Adis that would be behind the Void Gate accident. I've been looking over all sorts of records since then, but there's not one mention of a Void Gate accident in recorded history. But slowly chalking them up to unknown causes gets us nowhere, doesn't it? Have there been any more accidents since the last one? I haven't heard of any yet, but needless to say, has the Zero-G dogs out there sitting on the edge of their seats. Spacefarers Union is demonstrating for a raise in hazard pay at the cost of ship insurance has been skyrocketing. This all, of course, has major impact on the economy in each and every star system. We just had nothing to do with the gate incidents, and why do they just happen to start occurring now? Maybe they're just starting to wear out or something. I mean, they are thousands of years old, aren't they? The gates are believed to operate indefinitely, thanks to self-repair capabilities of their nanomachines. I find it hard to believe these accidents could be age-related. Nanomachines. Mr. President, did you get that report I sent you? The one about the Ark of the Progenitors. Yes, I read it. And I have to say, quite honestly, the whole story seems rather far-fetched to me. I thought you'd say that. If I were in your position, I'd probably think it sounded crazy too. That's another way to put it, yes. Still, there's a reason behind why the Lugovalos is after the epitaphs. There's Adis' religious doctrine. It all fits perfectly with what you said. Add to that my earnest desire to make peace with the Lugovalos. So what now? Well, if we share a common objective, there should be room for dialogue. That is why I sent Weimar to negotiate with Lugovalos, the Govalian commander. As our ambassador, he was given full diplomatic powers. Are you saying that peace negotiations are already underway? No, unfortunately they refused to see him. It looks like there's no way to avoid the coming battle. But I guess Seiko isn't exactly in understanding mood then. Actually, it was their invasion fleet commander, a man by the name of Neil Ehrman, who turned Waymer away. Ehrman? Where's Seiko then? We don't know for sure, but Ehrman made it sound like he's been replaced. Seiko's replaced. Seems the only choice we got left is to battle it out. The mobilization order will be going to all fleets shortly. In the meantime, I want you to make all the necessary preparations. Guess that's it. Bernard Bryan calls Yuri to stop as he tries to leave the room. I mean, yeah, I've talked to everybody, nobody wants to say anything. Captain, we just received a message from Vice Admiral Sankt. It says a meeting will be held regarding the Coalition fleet's defensive strategy against Lugavalos. Over at Galactic Defense Headquarters. Right. I'd like you to head over there right away. As Supreme Commander of the Coalition fleet, I'll be there. Too, although it's more of a ceremonial post than anything. Alright. Forget what planet that was at, but... I don't know if I should pick up these guys and never use them. Like, would I even be... There's no point in picking these guys up. So... Wasn't he like 9,000 before? Was he like cheaper each time? Pass. Yeah, definitely don't need new people. They're gonna come in with like less stats. Let's train my pilot squad. I'm not even sure what these stats even do. Like, does it increase my damage output? If I have like high piling skill, like I don't know. Where's this Galactic Federation thingamabobber? We had to like leave. I think it was like maybe another zone. I vaguely remember. $1,500. No. Yeah, it must. I think it was like the front line thing, maybe. So is that through this void gate, or where was that? Oh, I can't go to that void gate, so. Maybe it was this one? Korean sector? I don't know. I know I had to go through like a sector that was basically just like a whole bunch of question mark stuff. Yeah, it was through here.
Enemy unit.
So my 2 pilot points, a little bit of pilot points I threw in there, increased the damage output a little bit. It was like I was doing 390 something, now I'm doing 402, so just to say it's like slightly more. So it does affect the damage output, but not significantly. Is Oz, is that the place we had to go? I forget. Frontline headquarters, it's gotta be the one. There's officers zipping around the conference room, trying to get some work done. No, maybe not. What the hell is it? Let's try all these places. Going deeper. I don't think it was a war run. No, it must be a different place altogether. Just for the hell of it while I'm here. I can't even go to Oran. It's definitely not this area. Go through this one. I have no idea where I am. You go to that void gate, so it's where we fought the. It's where we fought the League of Allens there, and we destroyed that other void gate. Excuse me. No. Going to be a pirate's lair. Some sort of headquarters, they said, but like so many different headquarters. We get to that. Up this one. Can't go to the void gate. Eventually run into the place, but there's so many different places I can go now, it's like... As far as I can go in this way. Did I go to Padan? I know Padan definitely wouldn't be. That's the one we had to do, like, kind of, we had to get to Padan in a specific amount of time, so that definitely wouldn't be any headquarters there. We can go through the dead gate. I don't know. It's supposed to be dead, but... Can't go any further in this void gate. Instead of walking back, let's just reload. Maybe I have to go, like, I can go back to the to that other headquarters. Maybe once I finish with them, I had to go to the other headquarters. Maybe the FSN headquarters. Did I save before or after I had the meeting? No. After. Yeah, it's like the galactal... What do they call it? The Galactic Defense Headquarters. Like, was that the FSN headquarters? Like, I went to what I thought was... That was like a frontline one. On the second floor again. There's the war room. Maybe this is the place. Was someone tapping on his shoulder? Hello, Yuri. You look like you've been doing well. Okoa? Who? Scandito's going to be part of the coalition fleet too. After all, we can't just sit back while the LMC faces the greatest threat in history. Well, you were the last person I expected to see here, but I'm glad you made it. Not just me. See for yourself. That is... Osvaldo Okoa's urging, Yuri takes a look around the room. So many people. Oh, she's still, like, just wired in. Major leaders from all over the LMC, including Enemonzo, Nashio, Libertas, Zenito, are gathered here. These only Addis failed to send any other representatives. Oh, can't believe they managed to stuff so many bigwigs into one room together. You set the wheels in motion, Captain. I'll be very proud of your contributions. Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to cross the universe looking for this place, and it's literally right here. This historic summit will decide the fate of the large Magellanic cloud. Well, let's get started, shall we? Alright, allow me to update you all on the current situation. First, I'd like you to take a look at this. Wow, it's amazing. The Gavalian fleet is now steadily sending reinforcements here to the LMC. We believe their fleet now consists of about 500,000 ships. The new commander, Neil Araman, has divided the fleet into two forces. This is now starting to pressure the Andalusia and Gibraltar sectors. Rear Admiral Bayer from our British Atlantic forces is in charge of defending the Andalusia sector, and the defense of the Gibraltar sector is in the hands of Libertas's Admiral Douglas Bernard. So far, it's been a hard-fought battle in the face of the enemy's heavy onslaught. Wasn't that like where I just went looking for this headquarters, like the Andalusia? Didn't see any ships there. We've received word that the enemy continues to receive reinforcements. What can you tell us about that? Captain, will you please tell us what you have heard on the matter? Wanting to speak, Yuri gets up and slowly scans the gathered members. heard that the Lugavelian Emperor and the fleet under his command have reached the small Magellanic Cloud. The reinforcements we've been hearing about are from his fleet. It seems they're being gradually deployed here in the LMC. Emperor's fleet? How many ships does he have? About 1 million, more or less. Oh dear. That's not good. Couldn't possibly stand up to such a huge force, even with the coalition fleet. Not in a traditional fleet battle, at least. Is there another way to do this, then? There always is. Well, what do you have in mind? I've never been more eager to hear your ideas than I am now, I have to admit. There's only one exception, the way I see it. Invade the SMC and launch a surprise attack on the Emperor's flagship. Anything else has a 0 chance of success. A surprise attack? But that would be... Sectors around the Void Gate to the SMC are under complete Lugavelian control. We have to destroy them somehow if we want to pass through the gate. I'll just open up a new gate. We can use this. Well, I guess we're going to be going to that dead gate after all, right? As he says this, Yuri removes something from his pocket. Everyone fixes his eyes fixed intently on the object he holds up. It's all that's left of Kira's short life. Her epitaph with its beautiful ephemeral glow. An epitaph? That's right. This epitaph will open the way to where I want to go. It will not fail me. Once we get to the SMC, what are our chances then? Alec, let's hear what you think. Okay. The success of this operation hinges on how much the enemy's main force, the Coalition fleet, can lure here to the LMC. The enemy couldn't possibly imagine we'd strike them in the SMC, so they'd no doubt keep pumping ships into the LMC. The question is, how much pressure can the Coalition fleet withstand? True. The enemy makes it to the Federation headquarters before you take out the Emperor's ship. We'd end up losing anyway. Yes, but the Coalition fleet can hold out. If the Coalition fleet can hold out, the Emperor's ship in the SMC should be left relatively exposed. Still, the odds would be against us, considering the limited number of ships we have for the surprise attack. In that case, I'd be more than happy to join you. Besides, I couldn't bear to let Yuri go off and have all the fun for himself. Thank you, Lord Roth. You don't mind, do you, Manele? Whatever. I mean, you've already made up your mind anyway, right? I'll go with whatever you decide. As will I. I'm going too. I'd like nothing more than to have you both along, but you're each a vital part of the Coalition fleet. What do you think, Vice Admiral? It will increase the chances of this operation succeeding, and I think they should join you. Admiral Norton and I will hold back the enemy's main force as best we can. Heh, this is getting quite interesting. But I suppose we're bound to be that way. Then settled. The fate of the LMC rests in this mission. Let's do whatever we can to deal a crushing blow to the Lugavelian Empire. Summit members nod silently, but with conviction at Lord Roth's words. Looking very satisfied, he scans the room. Bernard Bryan wraps up the summit with some final words. This battle will decide the fate of 200 billion people who live here in the large Magellanic Cloud. Only 200 billion? That seems very low, considering every planet I go to has like 20 billion. There's definitely more than 10 planets. Seems very underwhelming. Underwhelming number for like an entire galaxy. We must not let them down. What is this weird cheering sound? Like, how many people was there in that room? It's not like he was talking to like a like an arena full of people here. All right. So I'm assuming I'm going to that dead gate then. To be activated with the epitaph. So I kind of had the right idea, just early. I was just looking for that damn headquarters, which was like right here. Alright, now if only I remember how I got there. Yuri, Coalition fleet is setting out. Isn't it about time we head to the SMC? Yeah, I guess so. It's time to defeat the Emperor Tyrannus. Lead the way, Captain. Wonder how hard this ship's gonna be. I'm sure our fleet can handle it. Alright, so we go this way. This one. Miss, 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 miss. Yeah, good evasion on this ship. Oh, it didn't hit me once. Gonna feel bad for him. Suntech walked in to hook up microphones. But talking, yeah. Let him know you have 3 friends who are also Suntechs. Really fascinating. With feigned excitement. Yeah, one of them is German. Okay. I bet check 1, 2, and check 1, 2. Boo. How's it going, Night Sprite? Still having fun. It'll be more fun when it's done. I mean, it's a great story. Don't get me wrong. The story is definitely like definitely an A+ in this game. But yeah, the gameplay is definitely lacking. It doesn't have 60 hours of gameplay. You know what I mean? It's very samey. So come a little closer, Neil. Cute. Oh, yeah, that's right. Nia was like, yeah, maybe Nia. I guess Nia's gonna make a comeback now since they're having some sort of weird flashback thing with Nia and Neil. It does, yeah. I'm fine with where I am, thank you. Aw, come on. I mean, we're gonna be married, aren't we? Can't a lady snuggle up to her future husband just a little? No, we have to get married first before we can... Huh? Nia? Prince Neil, we can't have you taking Princess Nia out without permission, you know. But Now you listen to me. Your engagement may have already been decided, but you're still the prince of this satellite nation. Don't you ever forget that you are not on equal standing with Her Highness Princess Nia. What is he doing thinking about Princess Nia? And groaning and moaning. Araman. I guess he's raising his FAP as well. Why now? Admiral Araman, heard you were talking in your sleep earlier. You must be exhausted. Borisova, what's the current situation? Reports indicate that the enemy's reinforcements have arrived in this sector. It seems it's a combined fleet consisting of the various nations of the Galactic Federation. I see. Borisova, for you, what is Lugovalos, Admiral? No, never mind. Now's our chance to crush the enemy's main force with one fell swoop. Order our forces to advance, all of them. Yes, Admiral. The entire Lugovillian fleet begins its advance with Neil Airman's command. Several hours later, it makes contact with Douglas Bernard's fleet at the Gibraltar sector front. At nearly the same moment, it also launches an attack on Franz Bayer's fleet defending the Andalusia sector. We can be running to them real soon. So we're heading to the Andalusia sector. Let's make a save before we go any further. It definitely feels like we're heading towards the conclusion now, or at least the, like the whole thing with Lugovalos and... But then, what's going to happen with, like, the whole overseers and stuff like that. Like, we're suddenly going to band together and then go fight these overseers. We'll go defeat a god. Like any good JRPG. Assuming I'm hitting the dead gate, the most logical place to use this, whatchamacallit. Surprised there hasn't been a battle, though. Figured to be like running to some ships. Maybe we will on the way to the dead gate. Hope so. Yuri, don't tell me you're planning on using the dead gate too. It's exactly what I plan on doing. If I can revive it with this epitaph, I'm sure it'll lead us to the SMC. Until we actually go through, how can you know for sure? Well, there's no need to worry, Lieutenant Schneiser. Yuri and I both agree this epitaph will most certainly open up a path to the small Magellanic Cloud. Mr. Minas, how do you... Alright, Yuri, my boy. Start to work some of your epitaph magic. When Gabriel Minas nods to him, Yuri produces the epitaph from his pocket with a look of conviction on his face. Kira, please open the way for me. Open the way to defeat Lugavelos and battle the Overlords. No, rip all those ships. Fancy. Look at that. The gate really did open. It's the gate to the SMC. Fasten your seatbelts, everyone. If anyone was worthy of a leap of faith, I'd say it was definitely you, Yuri. Let's give this gate of yours a try. Watch this gate just... It won't be the SMC, it'll be like... We'll end up in, like, Earth. It's like, oh, this isn't this SMC, this is the Milky Way. You miscalculated. What is it? Captain, I just received a report stating a large enemy fleet is approaching from Padan. Seems they've used an alternate route. Damn, these Lugavalians must have determined or detected our movements. Captain, this is bad. If they pursue us through the gate, we might find ourselves between a rock and a hard place. Captain, hold them off while you go through the SMC. It's crazy talk, Schneiser. We don't have enough ships to hold them back. I'll be alright. The enemy fleet won't get a single ship into that gate, even if it costs me my life. Alright then, counting on you, Schneiser. I won't let you down. Just do me a favor. Don't take on any unnecessary risks, okay? I couldn't stand to lose any more good people than I already have. Understood. Okay, Lord Roth, let's get through that gate. Lead the way. Grace fleet and then Lord Broth's fleet disappear to the gate, one after the other. Dietrich Schneiser watches this, as if trying to permanently etch into his mind, and turns around and gives an order to his first officer. Call Rear Admiral Bayer for me. Now's the time to use that second ship we've been keeping in the sidelines. Where are we? Hold on, I'm getting data that matches our charts. Let's see. Kalimnos Structure Sector. Oh yeah, I remember this sector from the position of those stars. See, that's Miss Lane over there. Yes, I suspected as much. You're saying that you predicted we'd exit into this sector, Professor? I did. The dead gate that was once here transformed into the Desmond Gate and then moved to the LMC. This was a result of the artificial epitaph I created. Now, if the Overlords perceived this irregularity, as they no doubt did, then they must have placed a new dead gate here to replace the one that was lost. I was actually right. I knew it. I see. Yuri, this is my first excursion in the small Magellanic Cloud. Do you have any idea where that Emperor might be? Well, maybe called the small Magellanic Cloud, but there's nothing small about it. I think the Sepsis sector would be our best bet. What makes you think that, Alec? Well, the Lugavalians are still sending reinforcements to the LMC. The walls of the Emperor's command center would therefore be near the gate to the LMC. Oh, right. The gate to the LMC is in the Sepsis sector. Exactly. That certainly makes sense to me. So you lead the way, Yuri. Let's head for the Sepsis sector of yours. Yeah, I don't remember where that is from here. You got it. Ancient Gate. Three void gates here, well, two, because that one is not accessible, so hopefully it'll be obvious once I get there. See if there's anything new in these other to the tavern. To the local man. Shame. There's probably no point in stopping anywhere other than where we need to. Other than to resupply. Stuff like Chios. Missed one. Get wrecked.
Enemy unit 1.
Enemy unit 1 dead.
Enemy unit.
You can't raid in this place. No. Where do we stand at the present? Decimated Bernard's fleet and broke through one section of the front. Perfect. Tell the fleets to the front not to rush things. We're to slowly but steadily ramp up the pressure. Well, any fleets out ahead where they'll be alone and exposed, understand? Roger. Admiral Ehrman, we just received a strange report about that ship, and it seems that the dead gate in the Andalusia sector is somehow revived, and they passed right through it. We get it out. Now, how is that? Neil Ehrman halts mid-sentence, and his expression of surprise quickly transforms into a scowl. Damn you, Yuri. Admiral, we have to get to the SMC, Borisova, now. I want the fleet under my command to accompany us, too. What's going on? Admiral must not withdraw without His Majesty's permission. Punishment for disobeying orders is death. The Emperor's life is at risk. I've already briefed Rear Admiral Cannon on our tactical plans from this point on. This is apparently this apparently takes place in the Zelda universe. It's part of the Zelda timeline. We'll take over from here. The prime objective of the Andalusia invasion fleet is now to use that gate to follow Yuri. Yes, sir. Commander Dietrich Snyder's fleet, Andalusia sector. Hold the line. Can't let the enemy pass this point, no matter what. You're asking the impossible, sir. Enemy reinforcements keep arriving one after the other. Damn it. They already have us against the ropes. We can't allow them to pursue Yuri to the SMC. Inform all ships. Continue to engage the enemy while preparing to withdraw from the combat zone. As for our ships, all hands are to evacuate immediately to the escort ships. Sir, you're not really going to. You heard me. Abandon ship. I'm going to use the Krebs 2's Exa laser cannon. Target that is that star Yurgis, right ahead of us. Exocannon, fire! Forgive me, Yuri. I wasn't able to keep my word. Man, all the Daedric brothers keep dying. Or the Schneizers. They're good at sacrificing themselves. I love how the explosion of the star was able to, like, outpace ships that can go faster than light. You know, that's a thing. Hey Rich, how's it going? See how much damage this does. I think he's dead. Just a hunch. Maybe he'll survive that. Maybe. He did not survive that. Got raid in this place.
Enemy Yuri. Enemy.
FTL, yeah, I played some FTL before. It's a good game. Play some of that. I mean, it's better gameplay than this, anyways. If this game added some FTL style combat, it would have made it better for sure. This one, okay, well, that one's blocked out. So let's copy this one. Who? Reg? I mean, I played it back in the day, like a long time ago. It's a fun game. You never played it, Reg? You're missing out. I mean, you're going to be playing it, obviously, so I guess you won't be missing out, but...
Enemy,
Yeah, exactly.
enemy unit 1.
And of
Eliminate.
course, being a roguelike, it's one of those games you could just play for, like, a long time. Alright, oh, what is this stuff? I didn't even notice if we're going the right way, but... Alright, we'll start going somewhere and then stuff will happen, maybe. I had an encounter like a second ago. Not even a second, I was like... I barely moved and I had another encounter.
Enemy unit.
Ah, Yuri. His enemy fleet dead ahead. It's quite a bit larger than those defense squadrons so far. Where did they come from? I've been waiting for you, Yuri. How did you beat us here? I saw right through you, planning to catch Emperor Tarianus. Armin, I can let you prepare to... God, these auto-scrolling things are way too fucking fast. Enemy fleet is on the move. They're going to try to surround us. Yuri, we'll punch a hole through the line for you. Get out of there and finish off Airmen, and make for the Emperor's flagship. Thank you, Lord Roth. It's time we settle the score with Neil, once and for all. He switches on his microphone as the ship sets out. Hear me, comrades in arms. We're going to break through the enemy and take on Emperor Tyrannus. Remember when he turned into Yuri the Man? Pound the Lugavelian invasion fleet into cruise. Okay, let's go. Every shout of encouragement seems to echo through the normally silent vacuum of space as going the attack. I don't know, the space has been pretty damn loud with all those like sound effects happening. At the same time, the other ships of the fleet began their attack, making a beeline for Neil Airman's fleet. What are we fighting right now?
Enemy unit.
That's just a regular encounter.
Enemy.
162 game seasons. That sounds brutal.
Enemy unit 1.
Because I'd never be able to play sports games. I think games like this are repetitive. Try doing like 162 seasons of something. The fleet is widening its cordon. If we don't do something fast, it's not over till the fat lady sings Nelly. Try to fire a high-stream blasters at maximum power. Must open a path for Yuri. Hey, Commander. Okay, commencing high-stream blaster charge-up sequence. High-stream blasters. Fire! I hit absolutely nothing. Is that Lord Roth? Well, now listen, Yuri. We're stuck here in low-power mode for the time being. You go take out airmen while we keep the enemy occupied here. I'll give you one, Lord Roth. Don't waste this golden opportunity handed to me. Hey, from ya. All hands, our target is airmanship and airmanship only. City caps lock. We're going to rush it at full speed. You're the boss. Number go up. Must get 99 in every stat. Counter-rate. Yuri, there it is. We're almost in range to engage Airman's ship. Finally, I have you, Airman. Never thought you'd make it all the way here, Yuri. Airman, out of all the battles I've ever had, this one's the most personal. We're gonna enjoy pounding you into grues. Low-born scum, this isn't your battle, Yuri. Mine is the noble cause. Let's spread the rule of Lugavalos to all the corners of the universe. To unify all people under a great banner. We will prevail, whether you like it or not. Too much, Airman. You actually believe you can unite all the people of the universe by force? That is exactly what I believe. With Lugavalos' overwhelming might, it is simply a matter of time. You must either yield to the power of Lugavalos or die, Yuri. Airman, you fool. Misery and ruin are all that await those who rely solely on power. What the hell? New music. Good vocals? What the fuck? It's the first time I've heard vocals and music in this game. It's like a boss fighter. I mean, clearly this is like a boss fight kind of thing, but down to the boss. He's not using his... Pew 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 pew. A lot of missing considering we had like really high like accuracy with the ship. This doesn't take it out, it'll be damn close. Surprised to survive that. Missed me. Oh, dodge. Taking out the enemy fleet. They won't be bothering us anymore. I have you know, Airman. Wait, that wasn't Airman? No, that was... Cure. Defeat is a better pill to swallow. Had quite a run. All the good things must come to an end, I suppose. Neil Airman is about to collapse as he mutters to himself. Before he falls, he grabs onto a nearby console panel, and his eyes suddenly regain their fire. No, that is not fit for my last words. I, Neil Airman, will not pass from this world uttering the name of a woman. I'll utter the name of a man I love instead, Yuri. I don't believe it. The enemy's flagship is still operational. I think they're going to try to ram us. Captain, we better take evasive actions. No, we stand our ground. I want him to watch up close and personal as his dying effort ends in vain. Grah! His final words, grah. Missed me. Ah! Look out! Ah! Five games a day. You only need one game a day. We did it. We took out Neil Airman. Yuri. Battle's not over yet, Thomas. Or Thomas, I want a damage report from the entire ship. You got it. Cat sitting. 44,000 bucks. I got 336 FAP. Alright, we need to go save and heal up after all that. Although we didn't take that much damage, yeah. Considering we just fought a boss, like, we have like a scratch. We took more damage from our fighters. I noticed like my fighters damage was doing pretty little damage. The actual, like... damage from to my ships themselves are like negligible. That was an easy boss. Hardest bosses were like the earlier bosses that we had to like hit the boss behind a shield of like a wall of like these shield ships. Those are by far the worst ones, especially before I started kind of like pivoting towards the carriers that did a lot of damage to whatever the hell they were targeting, back row or not. A big difference. Not sure where we're actually heading to. Guessing the blockade. I don't know. There, that ginormous ship's gotta be the Emperor's. Doesn't look like the enemy realizes we got him this close. Time to charge in full throttle. Don't engage the other ships that try to get in our way. Keep your eye on the prize. Can we like escape? Enemies from our rear position. Yes, Your Majesty, it would seem the Neil Airman has been defeated. Airman defeated? So it's come to this. Suppose it is at upstart once again. Attach the rear living quarters module. Must not allow our civilian personnel to get caught up in this battle. Yes, Your Majesty. This is like the Enterprise D, where it like separates the saucer module. They did that like once or twice in the entire series, and then after that they're just like, eh. Just keep it for the rest of the show. 30,000 kilometers until we can engage the Emperor's ship. Don't let anything slow us down. We can get inside the enemy's formation. They'll risk hitting their ships anytime they fire. Is that, what's his face? Ah, it's one of those headaches. Ah, this pain must be here. The Observer. Majesty, this enemy. Is it Yuri, the one you've been speaking of? Without a doubt. Turn the ship around now. I shall crush him myself. Verifying target contact. Commencing phenomena adjustment process centered on the point of intersection. Phenomena adjustment rate 87, 90, 94. Phenomena adjustment rate has reached program target value. Authorizing transition to final phase, starting from phase 11876. Activating self-awareness termination program. Activating phage system. Yuri, what the goose was that? It's like space itself was distorting. Yuri, he must be the moment of perceptual intersection between you and the Emperor Tyrannus. Professor Minas, are you saying? Yes, there's no doubt about it in my mind. The Emperor is an observer, just like you. It's like I always knew it somehow. Yuri, the Emperor's ship is heading this way. It's time to end this once and for all. Emperor Tyrannus' war pitting man against fellow man ends here right now. Get to fight Epona. See, we don't have the lyrics like we had last time. Fighters don't do much damage against this guy. Yeah, neither do I. Am I even hitting this guy? Yeah, not doing a lot of damage. Good when I crit, I guess. Starting to lose some dudes here. It's only the first ship. You should like concentrate on the Emperor's ship. So you can't even like take down the first ship here. Using dodge and he doesn't use barrage. Fucks me up. Shit. As soon as I use barrage, he like... Phew. Got my dodge up in time. Is this the Emperor's ship, by the way? No, it's not even. This is just like one of the side ships. He's like, no, I'm not attacking. Shut. What the fuck? Just like a super barrage against this guy, and he still hasn't like haven't taken out one ship yet. I should just go for the main ship. Alright. I haven't even like taken out one ship yet. This is ridiculous. How much damage am I even doing here? Like, that was a good hit. A bunch of misses, which isn't helping things. What the fuck? Maybe these ships are invulnerable. Maybe these ships can't be defeated. Maybe you have to go through the main one. I just love my main dude, so yeah, let me just try to attack the main ship then, because like, how the hell do they not make a dent in the other ship? It's crazy. Hey, Servo. Oh, fighting the big bad now. I wonder if there's a port somewhere I could, like, try some different ships. I mean, my ships are pretty good, so it's just... the game just doesn't like us. Let's see for Orion. Let's see if there's a place where I can actually build a fleet, just in case I need to. No. I could probably go back, but yeah, I mean, I'm basically right back to the fight now. So, like, there was a place I can rest before that. We have one battle here we have to do first, though. You know, he's like, yeah, don't fight anything on the way there, and it's like, alright, guess we're fighting these things. Let's see if maybe I can reverse after... Bought a third copy. Why would you buy a third copy? FPS. It's too many FPS. I'm assuming the PS5 version can do at least 60. Yeah, well, yeah. Switch, obviously. Shit. I probably had a slight chance there between that first battle, and if I had, like, pressed the button, I could have, like, gone back and healed up. Unless I crit, I do like no damage. Luckily, this thing hit crits quite often. Oh, my fighters, though, are barely doing any damage. Didn't realize you had to dodge up. I don't think I have any fighters left. Nope, got him. Nice. Yeah. If you fight the main dude, you can take him out no problem. If you fight like the side dudes, like I threw everything at those side dudes and they didn't even die. Me fleet has gone silent. Believe me, they're not finished yet. Maybe they've got like a million hit points, but you just have to do a certain amount of damage to the main dude. Grr, this battle ends when I say it does. Quickly, orders to the Adnoba and Epona. Open the ward gate system. And obviously you probably can't even defeat those other ones. They're probably like literally infinite hit points. Otherwise, you know, this would make no sense. Like, oh well, the Adnoba and Epona are dead because the other guy defeated them. Macklin, what is the meaning of this? I shall accept my punishment later, Your Majesty. You cannot afford to lose Your Majesty here. Fancy. Portable gate system. That's a gate system. Oh, correction, that was a gate system. You mean someone other than Valentin's got one of those things? Tisk, we had him against the ropes, now he's gonna get away. Even forcing the Emperor's ship to retreat is a victory in itself. I'd say we've done pretty well. See, look for yourself. Yeah, I totally see what happened there. It did so much. We're like, oh, the Emperor's gone. Everybody stop fighting now. After withdrawing to the Elgavan sector, Emperor Tyrannus agrees to ceasefire with the Galactic Federation, the advice of Galvin Macklin and the other statesmen. Wait, what? He also reinstates Chico as Crown Prince. What just happened there? And sends him to the Federation as Lugovalis' representative to the peace talks. He just like nopes. It's like, alright, yeah, I guess we're just gonna ceasefire now. The end. Macklin's advice and a report to their chiefs of security, Ian Fenovic, were key factors in swaying the Emperor to seek peace. That seemed to advance way faster than it should have. Only got 500 FAP for defeating like the friggin' Emperor. Should have been like 5,000 FAP. It's like, yeah, Yuri just single-handedly took on like the, you know, like the emperor of like the largest fleet and stuff. And he's not that famous though. I mean, clearly other people are more famous than him. Yuri's Vice Admiral synced. Okay, patch him through. Well done, Captain. We paid a terrible price, but the LMC has been saved. What's the damage look like over there? I'm afraid we didn't fare so well. We lost about a third of our ships and high-ranking officers, including Admiral Bernard and Commander Schneiser. Schneiser, we lost him too? He gave his life holding off the fleet that was trying to pursue you. His use of that exo-laser cannon was a stroke of genius. Schneiser. Though the toll has been terrible, at least we've established a ceasefire with Lugovalos. Negotiations are on non-aggression pact around the planet Anon as we speak. I'd like you to head over there too. Where's Anon again? Understood. Yuri, I'm going on ahead to Mariglid. The mayor took quite a beating out there, I'm afraid. We gotta get back and start patching it up. Okay, I'll see you back in the Mariglid later on then. Captain, the area is still teeming with Lugavelian ships. You sure we're gonna be okay here? Ceasefire's already been agreed on. I don't think they'll do anything stupid now. But let's make sure we don't do anything to provoke them. Okay, but I still don't like it. It seemed to have happened way too fast. Sure look tired, Yuri. You think so? I guess that now we've reached the ceasefire with Lugavalos, all that built-up stress has finally caught up with me. Well, we have been through a lot of battles. There ain't nothing wrong with taking a little breather every now and then. We lost so many comrades in arms. Oops. Nelly and Schneiser. I think I'd be used to people dying by now, but this is really hard. Yuri, don't you think it's about time you found a special someone you can lean on? Especially at times like these? Huh? Yeah, she's totally right, Yuri. It's about time you got yourself a little lady friend. That way you wouldn't have to be alone when heavy stuff like this goes down. It's not a bad deal, you know? Come on, Yuri. This has to be a special someone in your heart set on. With the Nashian princess, or... Heh. You can only manage a right chuckle at Tordo Adkin and Tatiana Argorokov's simplistic yell, well-intentioned meddling. Wait, there's no... Why is there no save? Even, like, some places just don't have a save for some reason. Can't even talk to my friends here. Nice to be healed up. Alright. I don't know. Voyage maybe? Voyage Frontier. Armor. Here can save. Yes, once I decide to fight the boss, like, you know, attack the boss, not those side ships, that battle was, like, super fast, so all the last couple bosses have been, like, pretty easy. So I don't think I need to, like, upgrade my ships anymore. Oops. Gibraltar sector. I don't know, where even am I right now? Oh, alright. There's that on. Yeah, true. I should check, see if there's... I should check the last place had a shipyard. Should check, see if there's any, like, weapon upgrades I could do on the rest of my ships. Oh, did we never come here? Maybe we didn't have access because we couldn't go past that on, right? Before, so... There, maybe we can get some new ships. We got cruisers, battleships, I'm not sure what other... It's tiny, whatever it is. This thing's a big boy. This one's a really big boy. This thing's massive. Tavern is deserted. I can check, see if there's any upgrades I could do to my modules too and stuff like that. Speaking of modules, even more modules. Radar room level 10, engine room level 13, maintenance room level 6. You know, the taverns that give me the ability to talk to my friends. Oh, we're in chapter 9 now. Alright, that was a short chapter, jeez. Huh. I thought we'd still be like part of the chapter. I guess defeating Luke. I mean, we did defeat the Emperor, so it did seem like that chapter kind of like the conclusion just felt like it was weird. Emperor just like nopes it out of there, and like 5 seconds later, like, oh yeah, Lugaval's arranged for a ceasefire. Nobody's fighting anymore. It's like, what? But why? Because the Emperor just noped it out of there. It's just weird. Sharpie with the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to the near end of this infinite game. Oh, you beat the racing one. Playing some Vector Man now. Congratulations. What was that, like 70 something hours? It's longer than an RPG. How's it going, Sharpie? Streets are clean. Nice. Yeah, that one felt like it was gonna be like it was a long one. And this one's a pretty long one too, but I figure we're definitely near the end now. Everything seems to be concluding a little too fast. It feels like they're just even the developers are done. It's like, all right, let's just have it done now. The raid, oh no, they're knocking on the door. Actually, I guess they wouldn't knock on the door. They just bash the door down. Made this in Power Stone too. Nice. All quick games. You need some quick games after a long game. Because, you know, that happens a lot with RPGs. I mean, I guess that's why I play action RPGs. Those tend to be shorter. You have these long, like, visual novel games like this one here. Yeah, they do. It's like sports games. Alright, so I'm assuming this is where I go. Anon. Ah. Yuri, look, over there. Anon. There, over Anon. Over Anon. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Just a bunch of ships. Lugavalian and Libertasian ships side by side. Must mean negotiations are still underway down on the surface. When Yuri disembarks at the spaceport, an unfamiliar-looking Lugavalian officer comes over to talk to him. Yuri tenses up slightly, but is surprised by the officer's friendly manner. Eleanor confusion? It's Gibraltar, but the one Gibraltar. Yeah. You know, don't just love localization sometimes. Yuri, I presume? Prince Siko is waiting for you. This way, if you please. Siko? Yes, His Highness just concluded negotiations over the ceasefire and would like now to speak with you. Okay, lead the way. Please, follow me. Yuri starts walking after the officer. Before long, he finds himself in the VIP lounge located on the top floor of the spaceport. Hey, Yuri. Looks like you managed to make it out of the war in one piece. Good old Siko. You do realize ending a war against Lugavalos with ceasefire is quite a feat. Don't you? Siko, Ian. I now just signed the ceasefire agreement as my father's representative. Congratulations, Yuri. You got what you always wanted. Thanks, I guess I did. Siko grabs Yuri's outstretched hand and gives him a firm shake. Should also thank Ian, Yuri. His report really helped convince my father. Ian? Really? Yes, well, I wanted to find out the Emperor Trans's true objective. Once I did, I saw it as an opportunity to seek an alliance with you and your people. Is that why you joined Lugavalos? So you could wait for an opportunity like... Oh no, don't get me wrong, I meant everything I said. I had no intention of disavowing my allegiance to the Lugavalian Empire. And despite what other nations might think, Lugavalos can't be considered especially brutal from a historic standpoint. Contrary, I'd say that they're one of the more just governments out there. Naturally, there's discontent when we replace a conquered nation's rulers, but it's almost always short-lived. That is, as long as they abandon their nationalist sentiments. Well, that sounds like something you'd say, Ian. Yes, well, the fact you understand the reasoning and still insist on resisting is very much like you, Yuri. Ian, you'll never change. Tika watches Yuri as he gives Ian Fenovich a wry grin. So what's next, Yuri? We gotta make a report for starters. Federation headquarters will want to know what happened here. Perfect, because I'm supposed to head over there myself. I mean, they definitely concluded this whole Lugavalian thing, but we still have to do this whole, like, gotta fight the gods thing now. So, I don't know how they're gonna do that. Still a ways to go, I'm sure. You don't mind if I tag along, do you? You, at Federation headquarters? Yeah, well, the thing is, Lugavals has been having some Voidgate problems. Just like you guys. I want to swap info with your folks and see if they can figure out what the goose is going on. Okay, you can follow us. Just make sure you tag along when we leave port. Yeah, let's hit the shipyard here and see what those new ships are. Two Tastis. It's a $73,000 carrier. I mean... does it have anything special? Not really. Belinus. So we can have fighters other than that. It's tanky, I guess. We got Chahi. This one doesn't have anything special either. Should buy one of these. How much money do we have? Yeah, but screwed. Still have 200,000 after I buy this. Called the Bellin. Let's see, which one would I replace? The meter. Got the nav. Nav is like my... is that my tank, I think? Got the Agrel, I guess I can replace the Agrel. I mean, it's kind of old now. Old and decrepit compared to the other ones. This one's not very high armor durability or anything. I could buy two things, really. Absol, of course, I'm going to keep that as my main ship because, you know, the ability of it. This thing looks big, so I'm assuming it's got pretty good... I didn't see what kind of weapons it had, actually. We get an extra large slot. Nice cluster missiles. It's got double A, which kind of sucks, but... 430 times 1. Nice thing. Oh, I didn't check the other ship, yeah. My doubt's good. It looked tiny. I don't know what it was, but it probably wasn't that good. Modules. Sorry, how much space this thing has. Look big. Yeah, it's fucking tiny. Okay, it's got some space in the back. So I can put in like two hangars, I guess. Squeeze in there. They have just that little notch in the backside, so you can't fit like a full size hangar on the back end. So I can fit like one of these and then another one of these, but I can't fit like one of these followed by one of these. Yeah, it definitely seems like they're heading towards the end of this pretty quick single hit, guys. So yeah, I'm for sure gonna be beating this very soon. All right, let's see. Control unit in there before we do anything. Alright. We still need quite a few crew. Yeah, it's not, like, story-wise, it's not bad. The story, like, the actual gameplay has been pretty meh. Nothing to write home about, but the story is really good. Goes off the rails quite a bit, though. It's just the best bridge right now. 18 to 16, 10. This one can fit in this spot here. if I need to. 59. If I'm going to do this one, I might as well do this one since I'd have a little slot anyways. I think I'm going to find anything better. Let's just put this... Put the big boy in. Wonk. Engine room. 13. 24, 19, 24, 26, but that's like 3 times the size. Well, I guess cruise speed doesn't really matter, it's the battle speed is what really matters. I think most of our weapons were like solid except for the one laser, so I don't think it's really point putting an amplifier. Crystal control room. Might as well. This goes right there. Shield generator. Shield frame. Make it as tanky as possible. Alright, before I do anything else, let's put some spots for crew. Was like right now, like this will give me the most space with like still being able to squeeze some stuff in there. You want to leave like any ones if you can. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm probably not going to fill this one perfectly, but crew cabin. How much crew do I need? 300 be enough. I can't really squeeze this one in easily anywhere. Let's see. How much do I need if I throw this in? I need 75 more. I can just throw still not enough. 100. Throw 2 of these, but then let's throw this here. Go. What can I have in here that's going to squeeze into these little spots? Mess hall level 2. Or you go better off to go with like a It's not really too much I could throw in this level. Like I can't fit two good things on top of those hangers, so might as well throw in something and lose a spot. Good vertical. Navigating grid. Speed and mobility. Fire control room, level 5. Lookout. Sick bay level 3. I mean, this thing's not gonna be in the front row anyways, so... Well, maybe it is, I don't know. What's its stats right now? So, check. To me, something with more mobility and battle speed would be good. Might as well. There's no point in increasing my radar because I always have like a perfect space where I want to get in that gives me the most weapon coverage, so generally I'm like getting closer to the enemy anyways. Whatever, squeezing, whoops. What I can at these last two spots. Good enough. Man, $137,000 worth of modules. That's more expensive than like the entire ship and then some. Oops. Extras. So place the agrill, I guess. Oops. Agrill. It's got 79 anti-ship. It's got 61 mobility. It's got more fighters. It's got way more durability. It's got less livability. It's got way more armor. Anyway, you look at it, so it's definitely better. Put it in the front row. I don't know. It's got pretty good tankiness. So you got the other ship. If I can remember which one it was. Other. So this one, the Bellicina. Doesn't have any special abilities. What is this thing even good for? I think it would have something. Like this one has like the super tankiness kind of thing. That's the whole point of this one. This one here had... What does this one have? This one's got super long range. This one has the don't know what this one does, but hey, you would think I have something. This one had that anti, like, discrimination thing in that one. It's like using one area in the entire game. This one doesn't have anything special either. I mean, it depends on the kind of weapons too. Like maybe it has some special weapons. It doesn't have. Yeah, it's got 4 weapons pre-installed that you can't change. So maybe the weapons it has is special. But all right, good enough. Save. All right, where was I going now? I already forgot. I got distracted building playing Tetris with building a ship. I got distracted spending my money. Yeah, probably. Mariglid again. Seems where everything goes. To the tavern. It's hard to believe that it's finally over. At least now we can go back to being plain old zero-G dogs. You know, enjoy some heated competition, be the best freighter, carrier, or pirate hunter around. What do you want to do, Yuri? The life of a launcher seems good to me. Yeah, it does sound good. I mean, there's got to be tons of people out there who want to get into space but can't do it for whatever reason. I bet Nia would be proud of you for following her first steps too. Yeah. Yeah, talking about Nia, they still haven't, like, confirmed she's dead or not. I'm sure she's going to show up, like, right at the last scene of the game. It's like, hey, by the way, I'm here. The end. Why the long-faced professor, Minas? Is something the matter? Oh no, it's just something that's been puzzling me. I wonder the captain and the Emperor Tyrannus' perceptual intersection. Oh, never mind. Don't mind me. It's probably nothing at all. You say so. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I really wish they wouldn't just repeat the same scenes over and over. Because, you know, there's like, maybe like 3 or 4 different scenes that can happen, but you just keep hitting the same thing like 20 times in a row. Okay. The observers are pissed off now, or the overlords, or whatever the hell their names are. Yeah, it's not over yet, I guess. Now we gotta fight these guys. Looks very scaly. Are these guys dinosaurs? Oh, that looks... that looks like it'll be fun to fight. I'm guessing their mobility is like 1,000,000. Well, time for episode 3. What the cruise is that? I don't know, just gated out from nowhere. Could it be some sort of new Federation weapon? They could go this far just to break the peace agreement? That'll be stupid. That's not Federation technology. See, it's attacking everything in its path. Yuri, whatever it was that just gated out, it's heading this way. I don't know what this thing is, but if we shoot first, I say we shoot first and ask questions later. Yeah, like we're gonna have a chance against this thing. It probably uses the same technology as the void gates, so no human weapons will probably damage it. Maneuverability is insane too. Oh, I guess they can be destroyed. Huh? What the? Am I seeing things or what? Captain, what the goose is that thing? Just looking at it gave me the creeps. Wait, is that one of those? Yes, indeed. That, my friends, is a phage. Seems the cosmic rebirth draws near. So these are the overlords. That's right. It was recorded that all Netroids Kira's memory, including those phages. They are the overlord's minions, the bringer of ruin for the sake of rebirth. They exist only to cleanse all creation from this universe. Phages. They're like a virus then we're the bacteria they feed on. Yeah, but we're not just some lame bacteria in the Overlord's petri dish. Seiko, do you read me? They got us surrounded, but I can blast our way out and kiss the sector goodbye. I'm with you, Yuri. Phage Class M. Are we doing damage to this guy? Barely. At least my fighters are doing damage.
Enemy unit 1. Eliminate. Target
Eliminated.
Clayton reading diffusing.
Only 35 pep. I forgot to check my my current rating. Must have gone up a few steps there. Okay, we punched a hole through the recording. Let's make a break for it. Professor, look. Not on the entire planet. It's... Good heavens. Well, rip. Literally. Whole planet's been obliterated. Captain, they keep getting out like there's no tomorrow. Full power, all engines. Let's leave them in the cosmic dust. Sad music is sad. Isn't there like another planet here? Gibraltar sector. Hey, Yuri. Ain't this the exact location where that planet Bolog used to be? I was gonna say, there used to be a lot more planets here. But... Cats, are you sure our chart's not wigging out or something? No, it's fine. Bolog should be right here. I think those things took the whole damn planet out. Yeah, ships are pretty nice. Alright, let's see our rating now. So it was 60 something last time. We got a bunch of rating for... Oh. 39, man, we jumped up a few steps. We only need another 4,000, only 4,000 more and we can be number 1. So close. No more than 4,000, maybe like almost 5,000. 60 rankings. Reaganland Bridge 3, Navigating Bridge 15, Engine Room 14. Reaganland Bridge 4, Deflector 9, Control Unit 3. Ding, ding, ding. Reaganland Cruiser class battleship. Shield Frame 8 module and Thruster Control Room module. I wonder if that blueprint was a better ship than the one we made. Not that it matters too much. I'm pretty sure, like, on this, like, the final boss of this, like, we're obviously gonna be fighting these guys. That ship that was launching all those mini-ships. We'll have to, like, find some super weapon first or something, I don't know. You think they would have been made of the same material as the Void Gates, though, so you think they would have been indestructible. There we go. There. least it was better than villainous. What was the thing we just unlocked? I don't know. It was a cruiser or something, right? Yeah. Not as good, I think. Doesn't have any specials. You knew the frontline headquarters? No. Let's go to the tavern. As the, planets are getting shredded. Here, this planet could disappear any moment, you know? You're right. Better get moving. Fine. Here, we just picked up a gate out reading near the void gate. Near it, not from the gate itself. Let's go fight more of these guys. Yeah, just a few ships. Just a few. That's right, we have enemies getting out, one after the other. 20, no 30. And more of them coming. Captain, we don't stand a chance. I mean, these guys are just popping out of nowhere. Can't give up. Or we can give up when we're dead. Until then, we give them grease. Let's blast our way out. All guns, fire! Lucky we only have to fight them one at a time. Toast, Yuri. They're everywhere. Maintain speed. Focus on the enemy in our way. Forget about the rest of them. Yeah, but the others will just end up coming after us anyway. Trust me, focus your gun sight on the enemy ahead. Nothing else, Torlo. Come on, attack me so I can... How much damage I do to this guy? I'm not sure how much damage that new XL laser did. Not sure if it's going to be obvious. I'm not sure if that was the XL laser. Take it out? Jeez. This must have a different phase, maybe, I don't know.
Enemy unit 1. Eliminate.
Breaking up on gate out readings around our ship. We're surrounded. Yuri, there's no end to them. Just have to make it to the gate. You have to find a way to break through the enemy no matter what it takes. You know getting through that gate is even going to help. I don't, but just have faith. Just believe, Torlo. You gotta believe. I believe we're all dead meat. Negative Nelly over here. Hey, somebody to rescue. It's Lord Rowe or something, probably. Or Roth. What the goose is that? There's only one man that kind of firepower. He always shows up just in the nick of time. Oh, was it the other pirate dude? Valentin or whatever. Har har har. Hey there, Yuri. Guess you can call me your guardian angel. Sorry, Valentin, but you definitely don't qualify as an angel. But I do appreciate the help. Mention it. Now you better get on through that gate. The enemy is even too much for me to handle. Thanks, Valentin. Why are they, like, are they not going through the gate? Because they're just passing through as if nothing's happening here. Oh, rip those ships. What now? I'm picking up an abnormal emission of drone Higgs particles. Any ideas, Professor? It's the beginning of the final phase. Void gates across the universe are likely showing signs of such functional abnormalities. It's the end of a way of life. One of them was made possible by the gates linking the vast network of cosmic trade routes. It's super convenient the gate stopped just after our ships got through, right? Captain, what are we going to do now? Isn't there anything we can do? Doomed. Doomed. Yeah. It would be. It'd be kind of funny, though. That would be another twist. Suddenly you just it's like the game just finishes as you just, like, disappear from existence. Wouldn't put past this game. Yuri, who had been going around inspecting the inside of his badly damaged ship, notices a door to one of the cabins is open. Peering inside, he sees Gavrominas and Aminda Mistaka there, deep in some sort of discussion. 2 glasses of wine sit in front of them. Nice break over wine, eh, Professor? Boom! It's a fine year. You have good taste. Oh, Captain. Excellent timing. Aminda and I were just discussing some interesting topics here, such as the significance of what happened in the Gibraltar sector and humankind's role from the perspective of the overlords. Have you come to any conclusions? Yes, indeed. Take a look at this glass. Wow, it's amazing. This is the universe right after the Big Bang. It is? Yes. This is the state in the Planck epoch, when the universe expanded all at once, from the single point represented by this glass. Okay. Following that, the professor proceeds to pour more wine into the glass. The universe expanded in this manner. Just gonna drink all of that. The height of the glass represents the temporal axis. Oh, right. I think I've seen some sort of Big Bang model before. What does this have to do with the overlords exactly? Yes, well, I derive a hypothesis based on the data we recovered from the Ark of the Progenitors. I believe that the size ratio between us and this glass is analogous to the size ratio of the overlords in our universe. So are there really living creatures that big? So we're just like, our entire universe is basically just like a microscopic speck? Well, I'm not even sure if the beings we know as the overlords can be classified as living creatures. That's because the laws of physics as we know it most likely don't apply in their world. And perhaps our universe to them exists on the quantum level. That's what we were discussing when you came in. That's some pretty heavy stuff. No one would expect you to understand or even believe all this right away. Once you think about it, everything may start to make sense. The existence of observers like you, why humankind is driven to venture into that universe, things like that. You realize that there are many universes beyond our own, don't you? Perhaps the overlords are the creator beings mentioned many religions throughout the universe. If that's something incomprehensibly advanced that we do not, what might that be is unclear. What is clear is that they are using our universe as some sort of raw material for creating one new universe after another. However, from the standpoint of their scale order, our universe is in an unstable state. They cannot use it as a raw material for universe creations unless they stabilize it. Our solution to this has been to employ a quantum Zeno effect. Quantum Zeno effect? That's right. When an unstable system is frequently observed, its quantum state is unable to evolve. This universe is being stabilized by continual observation, using humankind and observers as elements, causing decoherence. But damn the technobabble in this. I believe this to be true objectives of the overlords. In short, when they're done, our universe will be stabilized and they won't need us anymore? Precisely. Everything in the universe will be destroyed, reducing it to dark matter, which is the pure, unadulterated building blocks of a new universe. At least that is our hypothesis. Well, you can't let that happen. Captain, it is time for your regularly scheduled report. Please return at the bridge at once. Captain, it is time to depart. Please return to the bridge at once. Sounds like you're being paged, Captain. You better return to the bridge now. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Yuri nods at the professor and Aminda, and then leaves the lab room as if he's fleeing an unpleasant dream. Thoughts of the universe ending, and humankind's role within it finished, raced through his mind and refused to go away. See how many ships we lose through this. No, we warped without an issue there. That was unexpected. Figured something would have happened. Where are we going now? Okay, Mariglid, I guess. Yuri and company, who have just gone through their entire check-in port, find Seiko and his people waiting for them. This is Marigold, huh? Not too shabby. Your Highness, it doesn't appear to be all that popular. True. Is it always like this, Yuri? No, I bet word of the incident in the Gibraltar sector must have gotten around. There aren't many people who would dare venture into space after hearing about something like that. So that's it. I bet they can't even imagine what we're really in for. Am I right? Nevertheless, they probably sense that a tremendous crisis is looming. That's just human instinct. The fact that communication with the other star systems has been cut off is enough to put anyone on edge. Can't get in touch with my father either. I don't think he'd let an enemy like that take him down. Anyway, listen, Yuri. I'm gonna head over to the Federation headquarters of yours. We've got important stuff to talk about. Luxuries like peace talks are just gonna have to wait. I'll be heading over there later, but first I have to meet with the President face to face. Okay then, I'll see you over at the Federation headquarters later then. Tiku gives a casual wave goodbye before stepping into the orbital elevator with Ian Fenovic. The door closes and the two Lugavelian head down to the surface of Marigold. To the President's office, I guess. Repent. The day of judgment is nigh. God's wrath shall be visited upon all who have forsaken their planet and defiled the universe in all its purity. The normally silent atheists seem quite vocal today as they march by shouting up to the heavens. It's as if something has possessed them. God's wrath? Yeah, right. Forget about them, Torlo. We don't have time for the people who just sit back and wait for the end to come. And say that again. Torlo Atkin casts an annoyed glance at the atheists and hurries to catch up with Yuri and the rest, who have gone up ahead. Oh, there you are, Captain. I guess the fighting isn't over yet. What seems to be the problem? Red Lennox greets Yuri and company after they are ushered into the President's office. Inside they find a meeting already underway. Seiko and his people are there, along with heads of state from the leading Federation nations. I'm sure you all know about the incident in the Gibraltar sector. Yes, we are aware of what happened, and it isn't limited to that sector either. There's an image just received from Rigid Atlantic Patrol Squad back home. Here's reuse the same cutscene. What's... It's not Anon. You said that was in Ravenland. Where? Ambach, the capital planet of our homeland. It's not just there. We lost contact with all the planets within the home world sector. It's as if our homeland has simply vanished into thin air. Oh man, this is bad. What about Libertas? What about the planet Telron? It's my homeworld. That's where... We're trying to assess the situation, but we've already lost contact with a number of star systems. I fear it's only a matter of time before Libertas 2 is... No, this can't be happening. The situation is the same in Monzo and Nasho as well. Even back home in Escondido, some of our planets have already... If this continues unabated, sooner or later this sector will surely suffer the same fate. Captain, if you've never told me about the Overlords, I would probably be sitting here too stunned to do anything. But maybe that would have been easier to stomach than the helpless situation we're in right now. No, there's always a way. Suddenly a fierce voice rings out within the hushed room. Everyone turns to see who it is. Valentin. Valentin? Isn't Valentin the pirate? How did you get in here? You just said it yourself, I'm a pirate. That means I come and go as I please. Leave him be, Lennox. Criminal trespass is the least of our worries, considering the fact these planets are vanishing before our eyes. So, Valentin, would you mind sharing us with what you mean there is a way? Are you saying that you know what we should do? Well, no, you're one of these bigwigs who actually gets it, are ya? Alright, I'll fill you in. The one and only way to stop what's going on right now. We've got to find the one true warp gate and blow it to smithereens. Problem is, it could be anywhere in the universe. One true warp gate? That's right, Princey. You see, those overlords exist in a place outside of our universe. It means there's got to be a gate somewhere out there that they've opened up to enter our world. All we gotta do is find out where it is and close it. Permanently. That shouldn't be easy to find a warp gate somewhere in the universe. Then they won't be able to bother us anymore. Where should we start looking? How the Groose would I know? Great. Me and Tyrannus may be going about it differently, but we've both been searching across the universe for that true gate. But it ain't nowhere to be found. At least not yet. A lot of good you guys are. What are we supposed to do now? Despair once again descends on the room as Torloadkin voices exactly what everyone else has been thinking. Amid all this doom and gloom, Yuri speaks out. Professor. Mr. Minas, Kira's data suggests... Yeah, so you figured it out too, did you, Yuri? I heard how she accessed the Overlord's data terminal in the Ark of Progenitors. There had to be some kind of lead to the true warp gate in that data she got there. Yes. As Valentin just stated, based on the data, it's possible to estimate the general location of the true warp gate. No, wait, really? Oh, where the crew says it. According to the data and a healthy dose of speculation, I'd say it was in... Yes, out with it already. The solar system. Are we going to go into Earth? It's in Earth. Is it Area 51? It's going to be in Area 51, isn't it? Solar system? You mean that planetary system the progenitors are said to have come from? Precisely. While analyzing the data Kira obtained, I discovered the first contact between the Overlords and humankind was on Terra, home planet of the progenitors. Consequently, I surmise the true warp gate to the world of the Overlords must be there somewhere too. Motion of hopeful voices spreads out across the room. It's quickly rendered silent by the professor's next statement. I'm afraid your celebratory mood is premature. After all, we lack the means to even get there. What do you mean? Can we not simply travel there by ship? The solar system is 157,000 light years away from here. At that distance, it would take over 700 years. Even at warp speed, there's already more than 200 times the speed of light. Now, if there were a void gate in the solar system, that would be another story, but I've never heard of such a thing myself. What's with all this doom and gloom, people? We're getting one important detail. That I'm here. What's that supposed to mean? Forget or what? A ship the Corsair has a gate system on board. Oh yeah, it's like an instant shortcut to the solar system. That's right. My problem is the system's only powerful enough to warp the Corsair, being that we got no idea how fiercely the Overlords are going to resist. I'd like to better my odds beyond one measly ship. You got any ideas? Yeah, I've already had a little chat with Patriarch Bogavadis. I'm going to borrow some of that super advanced technology of theirs to beef up the Corsair's gate system. That way I should be able to take a bunch of ships with me. We know nothing of the enemy's real power. And there may not be any spaceports there. It could very well be a one-way trip. Yeah, but how's that any different than sitting around here waiting to be snuffed out? You can count me in. I'm in too. You guys okay with that? I'm with you, Yuri. At this point, I'd be willing to follow you just about anywhere. Yeah, I won't deny them, scared stiff, but anything's better than doing nothing. Alright then, it's settled. Mr. Bigwig, I'm gonna need facilities over at your spaceport to make the necessary upgrades. Oh, and give me some workers, too. Got it. Galactic Federation will do everything in its power to ensure your efforts are a success. Yuri, I want you to rendezvous with old Patriarch Bogue. You ought to be already heading this way. Let's make sure nothing unfortunate happens before he gets here. Got it. Make sure he gets here safe and sound. Okay, let's get the proverbial ball rolling. You down with all this, Mr. Bigwig? Yes, of course. I'll have our remaining military officers lead the patrol fleet to guard the sectors that are still intact. I'll do everything in our power to ensure that the casualty figures don't grow beyond where they are now. There's a loud and positive response to the President's words. In the next moment, the representatives of the gathered nations begin streaming out of their meeting. Faces are filled with renewed sense of purpose. What chapter? 9, I think? Well, 9 of the second half. Definitely feels like we're heading towards the end here, like we're about to go defeat God. Is basically what we're doing here, so yeah, we're pretty much on the, I'm not sure if it's the last chapter, maybe there's like once we reach this true gate, we'll go into their universe and fight them there, so maybe there's like another chapter after this. 10 would be a nice even number of chapters, so. Alright, so we gotta go meet the dude. So it's on his way here. Which warp gate was that? Is that this one over here, I think? Yeah, there it is. Can't go into that void gate, so maybe I'll just meet him on the way. He did say he was on his way here, so. Yuri, we're picking up a gate out, reading dead ahead. Must be another phage. Prepare for battle. Madraphage. It's a bigger phage or something. It's like a super big one. So big.
Enemy unit 1.
That was easy. Tatiana, are there any more gate out readings? None, at least for now. Good. Never expected to see phages in this sector too. Hope Patriarch Baruch is alright. Yeah, better hurry. Yuri, there's a large ship approaching from the direction we're heading. That's the Harul of Matus. Hierarch Magmar's ship. Looks like we managed to safely rendezvous with them. Wait, there's another ship behind him. It's a huge one. What? Overlords? No, not this time. What? Wait a second. Hey, ain't that the Emperor Tyrannus' ship? What the goose is he doing here? We have an incoming transmission from the Harul. I'll patch it through. Thanks. I see you have come to meet us, Captain. You're most grateful. Hierarch Miyagmar, isn't that the Emperor Tyrannus' ship you're traveling with? That is. The Emperor came to escort us on the behest of the pirate Valentin. Without his help, we may have very well been destroyed by the Overlord ships. Never thought I'd see the day when Lugavalian Emperor would be working with an escort. Yeah, but how did you get all the way over to Addis so fast? We'll still have ships that have the gate system of theirs. Well, that explains it. At any rate, everyone's safe. And that's all that matters. If you'll just follow us to Mariglid. Patriarch is aboard too, right? No, His Eminence stayed behind Yanagoran. He felt it was better that he stay with our people. But do not fear. He entrusted me with that which you people seek. I see. We should be good to go. Let's lead the way. Panagoran, Holy Nation of Aegis. Your Eminence, Hierarch Magmar has rendezvoused with the Federation ships. So there's still hope, however slim. What is the current situation over our planet? The fleet is heading out to intercept the enemy, but I fear they are far too numerous. However, we are already standing by to evacuate you. There's still time if you leave right. No, I have hid the truth, deceived our people. Though I could never cleanse myself of these transgressions, let it be known that I perish not in space, but down on the hallowed ground. Sir Faith doth demand. Your Eminence. Rip. Your Excellency, all communication with the homeworld has been lost. What? It's not too late to turn back. Perhaps we should go assess the situation back home. Patriarch commanded us to deliver our DH control system into Federation hands. Now we are falling behind Yuri's ship. Increase our speed at once. Yes, Your Excellency. Everybody's dying. I should hit that town, or that... We might as well call them towns. For all intents and purposes, they're towns. That escalated quickly, yeah. Pretty much. Like how many billions of people have like died now with all these planets getting destroyed? Like 100 billion people? Like this place here has what, like 5.6 billion people just for this little town in the middle of nowhere. So all these home planets there must be at least like 50 billion people. Well, not 50, but maybe like 20 billion at least. Dodge these guys. Soon we're going back to the home. Valentin meets Yuri and company when they come to port. Hey there, glad to see you made it back. All in one piece too. How are the gate system repairs going? All done actually. Got to thank Mr. Big Shot President for the help. All that's left is to add the DH control system from Matus. You brought the system as promised. Alrighty then, we're about good to go. What do you say we head over to the strategy meeting and hash out that little raid we're planning on the solar system? Everyone else is already waiting for us on the second floor of the FSN headquarters. Don't be late, Yuri. Hold on, by everyone you mean there ain't many ships that can go on our little raid right now. But while you were away, I managed to scrape up a damn fine team. Give me the crop, all of them. A dream team that may make Armchair General drool in his shorts. Okay, I'll hurry on over there. Satisfied with Yuri's response, Valentin gives him a casual wave goodbye. As Yuri watches him walk off towards the orbital elevator, Hierarch Magmar begins talking to him. Captain, His Eminence Patriarch Bogue has commanded me to help you and your people in any way I can. I'd like to serve on your crew if you would have me. Yeah. Here's a new crew member right at the end of the game. I'm sure about this? Once we leave, we might not ever see this galaxy again. I've already surrendered myself to fate. I look forward to working with... Okay then, glad to have you, Magmar. Drool in his shorts is not likely what was written originally? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're drooling on your shorts generally. I mean, something's drooling on your shorts, but it ain't your mouth. Eric Magmar joined your crew. Who's this Zazad guy? So here's another random dude that joined your crew. Don't know who this guy is, but yeah, he's with your crew too. Highly doubt he's good for anything, but... Nikitita, like, other than the one thing when we, like, picked her up again, she basically had, like, no... Like, she basically just doesn't exist anymore. in terms of our party. This guy's got really good navigation, actually. Yeah, where's the other guy? This guy's got really good leadership. It's good. Inciter level 3. It's got better leadership than Alec. But I think the formation flow might be needed if we fight a boss or something. It's good navigation. 42, 40. Never mind, everybody else is better navigation. Even 36 navigation just isn't enough. Yeah, everybody's just too strong at this point. Yeah, the only thing, like the other guy would be good for leadership, but the only thing that's like slightly better, but a formation foe is pretty damn needed if you fight a boss that's in the back row or something. We're obviously going to be fighting some sort of boss here. We're still in chapter 9, or are we like chapter 10 now? Go to the war room. As your company head towards the second floor of the FSN headquarters, they are met by a nervous, low-ranking officer. Captain Yuri. We've been waiting for you. Huh. Are you shaking like that? Is something the matter? No, it's just... I can't help feeling a bit intimidated by being here. Now come. Please step inside. Still trembling, the lower-ranking officer shows them into the war room. As the door is swinging open, Yuri realizes it's no surprise the officer would be so nervous. In the war room, he finds the pirate Valentin and Seiko, Crown Prince of Lugabalos, Lord Roth, and other illustrious GOG dogs, and some from beyond the LMC have gathered here. Valentin, you weren't kidding when you said you'd assemble a dream team. Why, it didn't yet. There's still one still to come. One more? Who else? Is going to be Nia. Nia's going to show up, isn't she? Before Semius Alistar can finish, they hear the sound of a heavy, powerful boot steps approaching from outside the room. A moment later, they hear some low-ranking officer give a soft shriek of fear, perhaps alarm, and it's the Emperor. Yeah. It'd be funny if I'm still expecting Nia to show up at some point. Like they never killed her off officially. It's just like, yeah, maybe she's alive? Question mark. But she's gonna be showing up in the last scene. I just know it. Like we're gonna go like defeat the gods, and then she'll be like, hey, by the way, I'm here. Menacing figure, almost tall enough to bump his head on the ceiling, walks in. Yikes! That's one big dude. It can't be. Yes, it can. It's the big cheese himself, Tyrannus Mogons Lucas, Emperor Lugovalos. Whoa. Even Yuri feels intimidated by the awe-inspiring grandeur oozing from the Emperor's massive presence. Emperor Tyrannus cast a glance at Yuri before speaking in an imposing voice. You must be Yuri. That's right. That's a fine battle you waged against us, boy. Oh, nice of you to say. Nodding as if satisfied by Yuri's reply, the proud-looking Emperor slowly walks forward to join the meeting. At the same time, Valentin gives a signal and the strategy monitor built into the floor lights up. The final strategy meeting has begun. The final meeting. Okay, let's get on with this. Don't worry, I ain't got a lot to say. Who's the old dude? Is that the professor? He looks like a freaking skeleton. The basic idea is this. Our 5 ships are going to gate out to the solar system. Once we're there, we're going to destroy the true warp gate. It's supposed to be near Terra, Progender's home planet. Pretty simple, eh? You make it sound simple, but how are we supposed to destroy the gate when the weapons we have don't even make a scratch? We can figure that out once we get a good look at it. In other words, you mean it's a roll of the dice? We ain't got any info, and we got even less time. But what we do have is the greatest bunch of zero-G dogs the universe has ever seen. Personally, I'd say those are pretty damn good odds. Sure hope so. So the gate-up point is near the planet Terra, is it? Hey, Professor Minos. Gerald Minos steps forward when prompted by Valentin. Yes, allow me to explain. Amid the data we retrieved in the Ark of the Progenitors was a navigation chart of the epic journey from Terra to the LMC. Now, this planetary chart you see here was created by computing the position of the solar system based on that chart. Then I projected it onto at the present planetary alignments, like so. Professor taps on the monitor with his cane, and instantly a chart of the solar system appears. Since we'll be warping without the benefit of a void gate, we'll need to find a suitable spot for arrival. By suitable, I mean a wide open area of space, free of large objects that would instantly destroy us. So basically, like 99.9999999% of like spots you could choose would basically go for that. Because I'm pretty sure if you just choose a random spot in the universe, you're not hitting anything. Almost guaranteed you're not hitting anything. This is the chart. This chart is the result of countless computational iterations. Midway between the system star known as Sol and the region known as the Kuiper Belt lies a open area of space near the planet Saturn. That's where we're going to gate out before we head off to Terra. Precisely. Of course, there won't be any spaceports or anything of that sort there. Must therefore ensure all necessary ship maintenance is complete, and all crew members are in tip-top shape before we depart. Right. All I can say is that we ain't never been there, so who knows what we'll find when we get in. We are. You know, we're at the end of the game where we're heading towards Earth to defeat God. That said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. In other words, you better be prepared, people. Agreed. Got it. Alright then, we're done here. Head over to the spaceport and ready to ship out. Once you're all ready to go, come check with me back here. Gordon nods silently in response to Valentin's instructions and hurries off the respective ships. Alright, sounds like point of no return. Save. Back in a second, guys. It's Federation Security Network headquarters. Floor room. Yuri and company spot Valentin, head sitting at the table in the back. Closer to the front, they see low-ranking officers watching a monitor. He appears to be very uneasy. Are you ready to leave spaceport yet? Sure. Let's finish this game. That's what I wanted to hear. The others are ready and waiting for us up there. Yuri, the inventory checks for medical supplies and basic goods are all done. Operational checks for the entire ship, including the gravity well and oxygen generators, are complete too. And the inflation inverter is working like a charm. Crew runs through the final inspections on Yuri's Absol as it stands over the planet Marigold. The ship is accompanied by Lord Ront's mayor, Sikos Rudianos, Emperor Tyrannus' Seonide, and Valentin's Corsair, which is powering up its gate system. Are they gonna, like, replace my entire, like, fleet with these guys? What a magnificent sight. Never thought I'd live to see so many ships of this caliber traveling together as one. Yeah, we're a force to be reckoned with, all right. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gents, boys and girls. The gate system's about to reach criticality. What the goose? It's them. They're here. Here we have several Overlord ships heading our way. There's even more ships behind them. Captain, our world's gonna be toast if we don't do something fast. Captain, you read me? It's President Brian. Mr. President, don't worry about us, Yuri. Gotta make the jump to the solar system now while you still can. Can't afford to lose you and your ships here. Now go. Roger that. Valentin, it's time to work your magic. Leave it to me. Everyone ready now? Solar system, here we come. To the Earth. ZRSBZNS? I have no idea what that is. Serious business. Gotcha. Mr. President, Yuri and his task force are gone. They were able to get out safely. Now update me on our defenses over Marigold. Well, we're calling ships back in the surrounding sectors, but the enemy's sudden appearance is being reported all over the sector. It's as if the gods have suddenly descended from the heavens. Deus Machina. God from the machine. Humankind's long run upon the stage as this universe is nearing its end. But should the race of man face near total annihilation, you'll find a way to survive and once more prosper. So it has always been, so it always shall be. It's the Oath. Are we there yet? Man, it's dark over here. Where's Sol? You know, the system star? Is this really the solar system? Well, it's positive it is. You see planetary alignment out there? It matches perfectly with the data received from the Ark of the Progenitors. Okay then, all that's left is to head for the planet Terra. Saturn. Can we go to Pluto? Let's go to the planet Pluto. Yeah, I know, right? Stage class. I'm assuming we can't actually land because there's no star systems, right? See if Saturn actually looks like Saturn. It does. Beautiful. Here, I found a new star lane. I'll put it up on our chart. Go to Jupiter. Jupiter. Gotta go see what's over here. Nothing. Look how these things sound like whales. When you fight them. Yeah, pretty much, right? Get it? Saw him turn green just before I was able to use that ability. No. Okay, look at my mobility there is pretty high, so it doesn't seem to be hitting me too often. Even with this barrage. Doing basically no damage. Jupiter. There, confirm Mars along our present course, another planet beyond it. Unless I'm mistaken, it must be Terra. Terra, can you bring up a visual on the monitor? I gotta see this legendary planet for myself. Sorry, but it's still too dark in this region of space. I'll be there soon enough. We can pretty much assume the next planet will be Terra. Yeah. I'd say this is the perfect place to take a break while enjoying the view. Break now? Yeah, we ain't got much further to go, and I figure we should rest our crew and make some repairs and whatnot before the big battle. Good point. Okay, everyone, 3 hours. If there's anything that needs to be done, do it. Otherwise, use the time to rest up. I guess they're giving us a free heal. Roger that. Understood. After giving the order to take a break, Yuri decides to take the patrol ship for a change of pace. The rest of the stressed out crew uses the time to get the much needed rest. He returns to the bridge, feeling slightly more relaxed than before, and proceeds to sink back in his seat. Out of nowhere, he decides to try sending a private message to the Corsair. Content appears almost instantly on the monitor before him. Now what do you want? I ain't exactly a private chat kind of guy, if you know what I mean. Valentin, I've been wanting to ask you something. Well, then ask it already. The fact that you remember Kira, that must mean you're also a... that's it. I was wondering when you were going to put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, here's your answer. Yeah, I'm a tracker too. Thought so. So you learned the truth back at the Ark of the Progenitors, just like the rest of us? Yeah, along with Tyrannus too. Let me fill you in on something. The Overlords have more control over trackers and observers. Without a strong mind, it's impossible to defy their control and get info on them. But Kira was able to, and she did it for you, kid. I know. As long as I remember her, she'll still exist in this universe. No one, not even the Overlords, can make me forget. Nodding, as if satisfied by Yuri's response, Valentin's hologram disappears. The short break is now over. Time to head to the battlefield has come. Right, final boss time? Let's see what's over here first. Nothing. What's even the point of going to these? Just give you this little spot here to do nothing. Terra. Well, I guess it does give you like a random encounter. Sent out my fighters, just didn't want to use the fighters in case I... It's not good. Picked up a gate out, reading ahead. Here they come. I expect them to just let us get past here so easily. All hands, prepare to intercept. Padre Anaphage. Easy peasy. I didn't notice, is my crew like the same crew? I didn't check, see if they, we got like all the other ships together, if we're using our own normal fleet. Phew, we managed to survive that one somehow. There's Mars. We must be getting close to Terra now. Huh? More enemies? Picking up massive gate out reading behind us. Also picking up Overlord ships in that direction that we're heading. This is bad. There's just too many of them. There's always going to be too many of them. Tisk, we're almost there. Great timing. Yuri, do you read me? Don't let them surround you. I'll handle the enemy at your rear. You guys make a beeline for Terra and destroy that true warp gate. No, Valentin, there's too many of them, even for you. Well, if we make a stand together, we might have a chance. Stop acting like a fool and listen to me. As long as the true warp gate's still out there, there'll be no end to these guys. So you see, it'll be pointless for both of us to take him on here. Gotta go and blow that gate to smithereens. But listen to Valentin, boy. Tyrannus. Do not forget our objective. The fate of mankind depends on us. Okay, I'm counting on you, Valentin. Got it. I can breathe easy, because I got your back covered. And don't you be looking back worrying about me now, you hear? Oh, so there's a few doubts, yeah. Set a course for Terra, full speed ahead. It's very slow, full speed. Can we have warp drives? Yeah, let's not use that. Just use like 1% impulse speed. Terra. Alright. Final boss coming. What's the Earth gonna look like? According to the chart, we should be really close to Terra by now. That's strange. We're so close, we should see it lit up big and bright. Yuri, look, dead ahead. It's the biggest void gate ever. Hmm? What the goose is that thing? Looks like a huge black ball that's shooting plasma out of it. Into our charts where the system star Sol should be. Must be a Dyson sphere. It surrounds Sol, absorbing all of its energy. I mean, if we destroy that sphere, then... Exactly. The gate loses energy source, rendering it inactive. Yeah, let's go destroy Dyson sphere. I'm sure that'll be nice and easy. What the goose are we waiting for? Let's blow that puppy to bits. I mean, I guess to be fair, we did use lasers to blow up stars, so... I guess blowing up a Dyson sphere is possible in this... No, wait. I'm picking up multiple gate out readings all around the ship. Yes, it's not going to be easy getting close enough, but we have to try. Let's do this, Yuri. Alright. The resolute nod. Yuri switches on the microphone for the ship's PA system. Attention all hands, the battle will decide the fate of the entire human race. Overlords gave us an unquenchable curiosity and lust for battle. Now it's time to make them regret ever giving us such tremendous powers. Attack. Thank you. Let's just use normal attacks. What I meant to do.
Enemy unit 1.
Ooh, this one's got a lot of stuff from Bug class. Guess they're weak. Boom. So much FAP. All the FAP. Getting reports of damage and wooden crew from the engine room. Artillery squad, switch to the second shift while continuing diversionary fire. Already sucked up a lot of damage. Can't take much more. I have to disable that gate. It's the only way. Oh no, Yuri. According to these readings, a huge object has just appeared in the void gate up ahead. When I say huge, I mean unbelievably massive. What the? It's gonna be a whale. It's gonna be the whale from Whale's Voyage. I just know it. These do kind of look like whales, actually. That's a big boy. Jesus. That's a final boss if I've ever seen one. Ah. Yuri, we're history these things keep pouring out like this, one after the other. I know. We'll destroy that Dyson sphere. Father? It's insane. There's no time for a suicide mission that might not even work. I need the rest of you to keep the enemy busy as best you can. You understand me? Now wait, Emperor Tranus. Father. Yuri, the Emperor's ship has left our ranks. Damn it. Quick, we need to fire the massive ship dead ahead. Don't let the enemy anywhere near the Emperor. Elite phage. At least we're fighting by itself. Alright, before we fight this thing, give me one quick minute. It's gonna take a quick bathroom break. Alright, back, sorry. Homeworld, yeah, it definitely has a homeworld vibe to it, doesn't it? Alright, final boss, maybe, potentially. Let's go. Can't even see anything. Ready to go. It's too big to even show up on my thing. Dodged. See how much damage we do, if anything. Wow. Not really much damage. Okay, at least the crits are doing damage, but at least our fighters are doing damage. It's a nice chunk of crits there. Wow. Yeah. A nice stream there. I can't even see it's like... It's almost like it's too big to show up in the corner, so I don't even know like what it has in terms of... I can see here just from the edges of the screen. Just shoot again. At least my fighters are definitely doing work anyways. far, it seems to be going pretty damn well. Yeah, no kidding. That's when I noticed, like, when I noticed they could hit the back row without any sort of penalties, I definitely kind of pivoted over to them. Get wrecked. That was easy. Didn't even hit me once. Did you even do a regular attack? I think all its attacks were like barrages and other stuff, so... As if it's only worth like 1,700 gold. And like 55 FAP. We just defeated God. We only got 55 fame. I mean, unless it's not the final boss, but I mean, that kind of looks like a final boss ship. Of course, it can't be a final boss. It didn't have multiple forms. We did it? Or did we? Bad news, Yuri. We're picking up another object getting great. Never mind. Here's its second form. Getting out. It's the same one as before. Damn, Emperor Tranus. Oh, I suspect ordinary attacks would have no effect on that sphere. Leaves us with only one option: destroy it. Ramming speed. Macklin, you may evacuate now if you wish. Oh, please, your majesty. I couldn't think of a better end to this decrepit old man than to make my final journey to the great hereafter with you. Macklin, I can always count on you for some meaningless drivel. Well, everybody knew it was coming. Here goes the ramming speed. Not gonna do much to this Dyson Sphere. That thing's pretty tiny compared to this humongous Dyson Sphere. But, you know, anime. Oh, fallen brothers in arms, I follow in your wake. Why does he have his, like, arm lifted up like he's gonna smash down the console? Throw open the door wide, for I come for you now. Grah! I guess it must be self-destruct. I don't know what I mean looking at here. This is like literally a ram. Yuri, look. No. No, no. Whoa. It's beautiful. Shouldn't have taken like at least 8 minutes for that light to show up after he blew that thing up. Break one part and it falls apart, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he did leave a little while ago, so we were fighting that ship for a while. Okay, now all of a sudden we're like next to a flux zone. Like, what just happened? Did that actually destroy the gate? Stop the gate from spawning now? I mean, I guess it should have, because that was the energy source, right? So, is that it? Are we done? Is game over? I don't know where we're heading towards that thing, but it seems like the end. Credits. That was a weird end, but okay. Alright. It's over. Thanks to the GGs. Yep, made by Nude Maker. Yeah, like the story in this was fantastic, but the gameplay was definitely like subpar. Like the gameplay was very like just repetitive, and you know. But as a visual novel, it was good. So it's a good visual novel, but as an RPG, as a game, it's probably like a 3 for me. But definitely a good story. Definitely better than your standard RPG story. Like, I mean, you still end up you definitely still go up against God at the end, but you know, the whole twist, especially with the time skip that wasn't expected. Still nothing with Nia though. Like, they left the whole like, yeah, Nia might still be alive, possibly question mark thing alive. Maybe we'll get like some sort of epilogue thing, and Nia's gonna show up. They just never resolved that part. And it seems like they definitely, like, towards the end, they seem to have like sped through a lot of stuff. Like when we basically defeated the Emperor like noped it out of there. You think he would have like been able to like retreat somewhere safe, and then you know they still keep fighting on, but all of a sudden it's like he retreats, and all of a sudden like, oh, they're negotiating a ceasefire now. Like, why? He could have just retreated somewhere safe, and they could have kept going. Like, there was still like, their forces were way stronger than the enemy forces. They could have easily just kept going, right? Yeah, there could be like some post-game stuff, new game stuff, new game plus stuff. I guess we'll see in a minute. Yeah, it could be a side thing. Like, I kind of like last little bit. I definitely kind of made a stream, like a beeline to like the story stuff, like where we needed to go. Didn't really go off the beaten path and like check the planets that we visited before, see if there's any new things going on. It's gonna be 5 Nep games. You know it will. Digga. Kira's back. Was able to bring Kira back all along. But Nia. Oh wait, we did go to an uncertainty zone, right? They were heading towards an uncertainty zone right at the end, so maybe he, like, used the uncertainty zone to, like, bring her back. That's probably what happened. The end. Should be a question mark at the end of that. Extra mode has been unlocked. Clear data will now be saved. Putting save clear data will let you play a new game with character skills and money from the save game. Well, the money doesn't really help unless you have the ships. Game will return to the title screen after the game clear data has been saved. Well, there is this New Game Plus thing. Like, maybe there's potentially, like a New Game Plus end, maybe with Nia coming back. Because the fact they basically kind of left that Nia thing as a question mark, like potentially she might still be alive, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of, like, of good ending where Nia comes back. Alright, so what these extra modes are. Extra mode. Welcome to extra mode. Would you like to see an explanation of extra mode? Yes, let's see what actually it does. Extra mode takes place in a universe parallel to that of the main story. Therefore, you'll find all the sectors are arranged differently than they are in the main story. In extra mode, there aren't any facilities on the planets. You won't be able to buy blueprints. Well, you fight with a small ship and a small amount of money. You will, however, still retain the experience blueprints and allies you gain while playing the main game. Use these strengths you have gained to your advantage as you make your way through the sectors of extra mode. You encounter 3 to 5 bosses in each sector. The gate into the next sector will open and must manage to defeat all of them. See how far you can get in the journey. Come back to the best Zero G dog you can be. This concludes the explanation of extra mode. So, what kind of ship do we start off with? So we still have all our blueprints, so we can still build a fleet, but obviously you're very limited with money right off the bat. Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? It's like, here's some randomized things. Let me start off with the Daisy only. See how fast we die with the Daisy. Hey, look at my tiredness go up so fast now. I'm not used to that happening. Off.